This is Dr. Norbert calling you. Get out, Kingpin! Jeez, get out of here! All right, where am I? Bam! Here I am, Dr. Norbert, coming to you live from London. Exciting MCP match for tonight. We have week 4 of season 16 of the TTS League. And with me tonight is somebody I'm very pleased to get back, the most creative man in MCP, the legendary Angus from London as well. Hello, Angus.
Hello, I'm so glad to be coming back, particularly to see one of the London players who's still doing very well in the league. Super happy to be asked back, and thank you, Norbert. Thank you for having me back. I appreciate it.
The fans demanded it. I couldn't not have you back on. Gen Z was in an uproar. All of TikTok was in a meltdown after your last appearance. They almost shut it down for a day and a half. But they came to their senses and they put it back on the air. So maybe this week they'll tell us a little bit more about how much they love you on the show.
Yeah, I can't wait for the TikToks.
All right, cool. Let me get things straight away rolling. Oh yeah, you're already being asked to plug your podcast. Look at Coddle. What a sales.
Listen to Rapid Fire. Listen to Rapid Fire. The last time I was on, I think, was the week before the Mutant Weekender. We just released our Mutant Weekender Roundup. We start the episode talking about what we were expecting going into it and what we were going to run, and then we talk through how we did at the event and how good the event was. So it was fantastic. We had a really good time. Listen to our podcast, please. That is Rapid Fire, available on Spotify.
Yes, well done. Nice and concise, but informative. Love it. And it was a good episode. I really enjoyed listening to it. Okay, let's look at these rosters real quick, and then we can get to shilling away even more. Right, in red again, which makes sense. He's Danish. Look at this guy, Gil Serepi. He is playing Asgard tonight again. Let's see if he's changed his roster at all. Baron Zemo 1, Beta Ray Bill, Lady Sif, Loki 2, Namor, no gem, Valkyrie, Toad, Thor 2, Lady Thor, and Shang-Chi. His cards are, one second, there we are, Brace, Chi Mastery, Frasia's Blessing, nice, Giant's Blood, nasty, I Am a Baron, Odin's Blessing, Patch Up, Rainbow Bridge, Recal, and Warpath. Facing them off, and we're going to be, we have to be transparent about our bias. Lewis is one of our club mates in London here. In fact, he and you will both be in my car on Sunday as we drive out to a tournament in Kent to terrorize the local yokels out there. And so we are we are going to.
You can't just call anybody that's not in London a yokel.
Okay. Are you sure?
Sorry, carry on.
His roster's Dr. Voodoo, my colleague, Bullseye, Blade, Black Cats, Baron Zemo 1, Dracula, yeah, and then Encantu, Red Skull 3, Thanos with the Space and Mind Gem, so, and, the Wrecking Crew, that's fun, excellent. I'm in the middle of painting my Wrecking Crew. Cards, Warpath, Thralls of Dracula. Okay, so you could play Dracula. He didn't say that to me. Oh, Lewis throwing in some last minute spicy. Stronger Together. Okay. Siege of Darkness. Yep. Patch Up. I'm a Baron. Dark Reign. Cosmic Obliteration. Brace. And Bats the Ghost Hound. All right, let me see what the boys have written to me. Lewis won Prio and Pick Secures. They're playing on 19. And I'm going to tell you, go. So they're playing 19, but they got Lewis's Secures. Let's take a look at what that actually turned out to be. All right. First of all, the map today. Thank you for your hard work. Pat, ATB Pat. He just has to be involved. Even in his retirement, there he is. ATB Pat, giving us a nice classic car map for tonight's match. The Secure turned out to be Intrusions. Okay, we'll talk about what that is. And the Extract is Fear. Yikes. So very attrition-heavy set of crises here. Not surprising considering the attrition nature, I think, of both of these rosters. But let us get the experts' opinion on this. Give us your thoughts after seeing those rosters.
Well, yeah, we're in for another fighty one. So, Lewis, obviously, we've played a lot with Lewis, and in fact, I have played a lot with Gil. I played against this roster of Gil's a month ago now or something like that. Anyway, it's been a little while. But Lewis, and I'm sure you can attest to this, Norbert, is a very fighty player. He likes to punch stuff. So this is kind of probably his favourite 2 Crisis, I'd imagine. He needs to move around least with the portals and can pick up hammers. So that sounds great. I think this is the sort of thing he's going to excel on as a player. I think we're likely to see... Well, I think Midnight Suns with Immortal Hulk have good play on this.
He didn't have
but
Immortal Hulk, though.
Oh, he didn't have Immortal Hulk?
Nope.
Man, I wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're likely to see Thanos and Cabal in that case, and maybe Dracula.
Yeah, maybe Dracula. Maybe Dracula. But yeah, seems like a Red Skull 3 lap. Okay, let's take a look at what the board looks like. We have size 4 truck on the bottom left, size 2 car, size 3 store, size 2 car, size 3 pickup truck, size 2 car, a bunch of size 1s in the middle of signs and motorcycles. Another size 4 truck there. Classic Pat map. Double 4. He loves it. Oh, Angus, you know, people love to make me see you grimace. I was trying to work up a double D analogy here, and it just failed me. I wanted to do so bad. There you go.
You'll have to save it for. I mean, we're still early doors, isn't it? I'm sure you'll get one out of me.
So it's a double 4, not double D. Size 2 cars on either side of it. The map is, first of all, the extracts are a D-shaped map. So there's going to be one at the top, the hammer at the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. Remember, they give you a VP per each, but you get to also pick up more than one if you want to. And they give you an extra hit die when you attack. The thing people always forget is you're supposed to also pay 1 more for your superpowers or when you're holding them. Or is it tactic cards? Sorry, tactics cards. Tactics cards. Yeah, tactic cards. And nobody remembers that. So it's kind of like a free part of the game. The secure is the intrusions. They're down the middle. So 1 hammer at the bottom is hiding, 1 here. There's 1 straight in the middle, 1 at the top, on top of the truck. And the nice thing about intrusions is if you interact with them, so you pay a power, you can roll a die. If you get anything but a blank or a skull, you can teleport to another one. If you do get the blank or the skull, then your opponent gets to teleport you. So, you also drop your extracts if you do it. So, okay. The boys have gotten their stuff all together. Let's take a look at Gil's roster. He's got Baron Zemo 1, Lady Thor, Thor 2, and Loki 2. So, pretty standard build these days for Asgard. Recal, Patch Up, I'm a Baron, Odin's Blessing, and Frey's Blessings. Frey's Blessing is maybe the least common of them. During the power phase, any allied Asgard character can spend 3 to pay... Oh, they didn't put the little power symbol in there. A little error. May spend 3. 3 what? To play this card. The character then rerolls any number of its defense dice this round. Pretty cool. Very cool. Meanwhile, Lewis, what did he end up with? He went, I think it's a Dracula list.
Oh, it's Midnight Sun.
Is it Dracula? So he's got Drac, Baron Zemo 1, Blade, Encanto, and unnamed roster. Dr. Voodoo. Let's see the cards. Warpath, Siege of Darkness. Nope, it is Midnight Suns. Baron, Brace, and Bats. So pretty common cards for Midnight Suns. Dracula a bit against the meta these days, as far as including him in Midnight Suns roster. Conventional wisdom he doesn't contribute terribly much to it, but Lewis knows a lot.
I don't know about that. I think the fact that his bump is doing a lot of work. If you can get the double attacks out of Dracula, things are good for him.
Yeah.
But he is also not the toughest fella. So the big attacks from Thor to have the ability to one-shot him, but if they don't, things can go very badly for Thor. So it's quite exciting.
While they finish setting up, let's talk about beverages. I have literally, you're the honor, Angus, of me consuming the last Trappist Westveltlin 12, the best beer in the world, as voted by beer nerds everywhere. It's my very last one. The good news is March 7th through 9th, I'll be traveling to Belgium for the Belgium Masters. And through that wonderful land, I will be picking up all sorts of unique and hard to come by Trappist-style beers. So I won't have to wait too terribly long, about a month, 6 weeks or so. I hope to manage. It's dark days right now, Angus. It's dark out. It's dreary and cold. The only thing you got going is a nice, warming, beautiful Trappist beverage. So those 6 weeks may be longer than I think, but I'm gonna try. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. I'm sure you can source some substitutes.
Well, the
I
problem is that they started, the lefts in this country, they started making here instead of importing, and they don't taste the same. Can you believe it? Yeah, take a look at the bottle very closely next time you buy some. Some are still imported. Just look at the bottle, see where it's brewed, and see if you can find one that actually is brewed in Belgium still.
What you're saying is trying to get the imported ones from Europe, not the stinky Brexit left.
the sovereignty brew. What do you have tonight?
Well, I actually have some herbal tea, but in honor of your last beer, I'm going to go and get something that is the other end of the spectrum for beers. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Oh, exciting. All right. Meanwhile, I'm going to show how they lined up the rosters. Asgard put Thor 2 straight in the middle. Lady Thor is all the way at the top, flanking hard right. Loki is flanking left, and Baron Zemo flanking hard left, right across from the hammer. Meanwhile, Lewis had Baron Zemo up on the hard left, Blade in the middle, Dracula just next to him on the middle, Dr. Voodoo on the right, and Encantu on the hard right, looking across from that extract. Seems like Lewis went first and used Baron Zemo to pick up. You bumped. Wait. How did he do that? Can you can't long move to the center, can you?
So Lewis went first. He long moved with Baron Zemo. He spent 1 power to bump, which does in fact get you to reach the center
I'm a
point.
Baron. Okay.
And then he paid I'm a Baron to get 1 more power on the first turn.
Yeah.
And picked up the hammer, which I think is a pretty good play. And I was actually thinking about this earlier. Back to booze before we get into the very important
the game,
talk on the game. I have my last remaining Christmas beer, which is a can of Budweiser with a busted bottom that I dropped on the floor.
Classic.
And I'm going to be drinking it out of a glass teacup.
Yeah. So you're just going to go full hillbilly on us. This is. I'm surprised you didn't just punch a hole in the bottom and just. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be much better. Okay, so that's how Baron Zemo was able to get to the middle, pick up the hammer, and then move back to safety. Nicely done, Lewis. Looks like Gil then passed. Did he pass? No, he didn't. Oh, by the way, Gil also mentioned it is Loki 2 as the leader in Asgard, not Lady Thor.
I think that's a pretty good move here. You want there's going to be a lot of dice roll this game, and I think the cumulative ability to reroll more than 1 dice around is probably going to pay off.
So in America, if you've been hearing all the podcasts lately, they swear up and down that Loki 2 is completely overblown, and they've come only looking at Lady Jane as the leader in Asgard. But here in Europe, Loki 2 remains quite strong, I think, in terms of popularity.
Yeah, I think looking at the stats from the LVO, there were a lot of big guys, and it was quite a fighty meta, quite kaiju heavy. So like big size 3, size 4 characters that can hit hard, and the mighty Thor is very good into them compared to Loki because she can throw them into each other, as we saw previously. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thanks.
So this looks like Voodoo moved up and is now attacking Baron Zemo, and not doing terribly well. He gets a power out of the skull, but no damage.
Yeah, no doubt he was hoping to get a double hit and move him off the point.
Or get him to drop his extract.
Well, yes, he can do that with the superpower, but his attack has a trigger to throw any direction. Yeah.
Sure. Lewis, considering the bump, people don't know Midnight Suns' leadership is that they can pay 1 power and move within 1 of themselves at any point during their turn. So it looks like he was.
Yeah, it's a place.
Yeah, he was thinking about it, but then decided not to do it.
It looks like he's probably out of range there, but I'm not sure. He might have been in, but maybe that was just the thinking there.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, Voodoo seems like he'd be quite good into Loki, as he's got 4 native mystic defense, and that can be boosted when he's got his Brother Daniel token up to 6. So he's definitely quite a tough cookie when it comes to mystic attacks.
Yeah, Lewis cleverly keeping him opposite of Loki too. So well done. Yeah, that's nice. Loki 2 now moving forward to get onto the secure. Interesting. Where's he off to?
He wants to jump into that cover, probably.
Mm,
Hopefully he can do this while staying on the point.
right. Makes sense. That seems okay. Yeah. Pat not screwing the players over in a rare moment of mercy.
Yeah, these maps are particularly... Pat's maps do tend to be particularly bad for stopping turn 1 plays.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's not an accident. So
Mm.
suck it. Suck it, sweaty players. All right, back over to Lewis. Lewis is activating Encanto. He bumps forward a bit. Encanto will then have to move because he only at this point has his range 2 attack online.
So he must want to go for a hit here. He must want to hit him because you can't get into range at that point with a bump and a medium move on a small base. So he's probably setting up. Yeah, there you go. Right into the action, setting up for a.
So into Loki 2, interestingly, not the extract carrier. All right, this is an energy attack, 5 hits. Nicely done, Lewis. Does that energy attack have a trigger? I think it does.
It's physical and it does.
It's physical? It was energy.
Yeah.
Not physical. Okay.
Yeah. I believe it's a push on a wild hit.
I thought so.
Question mark.
So he's done 2 hit points of damage. 5? Why? Oh, because of cover. No, cover. No, there he goes. 4. 4 have gone through. That's what I thought. And,
Whoa.
And what's
Good
this?
start.
Is he hexed? Is that a hex? It's got a little question mark, or sorry, exclamation point on it. These new symbols. And sure enough, there's the push. He pushes him right there. Well done. Wow, Lewis.
It is a push and a hex. Yes, that's a
wow.
That's a result.
That is definitely Mummy. He best 3 threat in the game. Just under Baron Zemo, maybe.
I think he's definitely top 5 for me. I think there's a make. Well, yeah, I think there's 5 good 3 threats. And most of them are Web Warriors. Then there's Baron Zemo, and I think Mummy's up there as well.
Yeah, cool.
And maybe Luke Cage. I also think Luke Cage is fantastic.
Oh yeah, for sure, staple. Right. So result for Lewis, well placed Mummy, and also excellent result. So the dice gods are favoring our young Padawan.
So, an interesting way of analyzing these games, and I heard this from Lucas Sheik, the streamer. I heard it on stream. He says when you're looking at these attrition battles, it's worth looking at the total health pool of the teams. So, obviously, 4 damage is quite a chunk. It's not just a couple of damage here or there, but it's like quite a chunk out of the healthy side of Gil's team here. So it's already one or two more attacks like that, and we'll see quite a heavy attrition swing.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah.
Thing is, what do you do about Thor 2? How come why is Thor 2 ahead of the thing? How did he get? Did
Loki placed him?
Placed him already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's probably placed him there so that he can pick up the hammer, move onto the point, or hit someone on the point, and then throw himself onto the point, and then start the main train. I think I'm really interested to see what the interaction is with Dracula here, because Dracula definitely has the chops to kill Thor, and he hands out conditions as well, which is horrible for Thor. He doesn't like the conditions. So
Blades moved forward, bumped himself to get into range 4 of Lady Thor on the garbage truck, and is using his range 4 attack. So this will be possibly, yeah, he's got the trigger, so he's got a pursuit. He can move now short. She's taking no damage because of great save, and also is bleeding, of course.
And that's going to be great for Blade, as he's going to get power for ending within range 2, if he can get within range 2 here of the mighty Thor.
Oh, and he also got rerolls. Look at him. He got rerolls by Baron Zemo. Wow, look at Lewis actually know what he's doing here. This is great watching our little guy. They grow up so
he's doing
fast,
great.
Angus, man.
I know. Just yesterday, he was completely ignoring the points, teleporting Cosmic Ghost Rider around with Thanos. Now look at him.
So true. When he first started at the club, he was playing Black Order, right? When that was still good. And so he's playing against me, and he's doing all kinds of random stuff. Like, nothing is focused. So I said, and it was a coachy game, right? So I said, What is it you're doing? What are you trying to do here? So see if you're actually executing on that plan. And he shrugged his shoulder and goes, no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, okay, let's start there. Lewis also on the WTC last year. We'll see if he comes again this year. Not sure. But those applications are open now. If you have a team or just want to be considered for a team, registration for WTC teams is now open at mcpwtc.com. I think it is. Could be mcp.com. I forget which order it was, but one of those two will get you to the right spot. Meanwhile, we mentioned Belgium Masters, March 7th through 9th, and also the next installment of the Mutant Weekender, the Extinction Agenda event, will be happening again in London. This time will be May 17th to 18th. Tickets available now. We have 52 sold out of 80 available spots. Message me.
I think.
The link. Sorry.
I was just going to say on that, I think it's a really good opportunity for newer players to get into 2-day tournaments because of the splitting nature of the tiered nature of the second
day.
I think it's really a really nice way of getting to 2-day tournaments, as spoken about by Chloe Clegg on your podcast, Norbert.
She did a great job. It was great having her. Chloe, we specifically chose Chloe in part because she won the Best Painted award, but also because she's a quintessential casual player. She's there to have fun and do well, but she's ultimately there not to be at the tippity top of the competitive pyramid. And so we wanted her opinion about how was it for somebody like that, because we didn't want people to get the impression it's just for Switties. And she had a great time, a fantastic time. You can hear all about it on Across the Bifrost. Speaking of which, and I'll get back to the game real quick, we have a super special Across the Bifrost episode releasing this Friday. If you're not subscribed, I highly recommend you subscribe. Get that episode at least if you want to unsubscribe after that. But it is a very interesting one, and I will leave it at that. It's not our normal one, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This Friday on all your favorite podcast platforms. Thor 2 picked up his hammer and then probably moved himself forward. That car is preventing him from pouncing. And so did he just give up the ghost? He sure did. Yeah,
I think he just did, yeah. He looked like he was eyeing up going forward to steal that hammer, which I thought would have been very ballsy. Ultimately, I'm not sure it would have been a bad move, to be honest, but we'll see what happens here. This is a big hit coming from...
So Dracula moves... Did he bump to get into range, or did he have to move? He had to move.
No, he had to move.
Right, okay, because he only has a range 2. Only has a range 2 attack. Good hit again. Boy, those dice gods, they love young, fierce warriors like Lewis. They
definitely do.
They just love it.
Wow, that's a big hit.
Wow.
Oh
man, 4, 5, 6 into 2 saves with a re-roll from Baron Zemo 2. Well placed, Baron Zemo. Damn, Lewis, that's really good. 4, it didn't roll into anything, sadly, so 4 will be going through onto Thor. 4 out of 9 hit points. Gil's not going to be happy about that. And given a...
Oh, the root.
Root.
That's a
Tell
good choice
root.
as well.
Tell everybody about root.
Root means before you use any superpower, be it active or reactive or whatever, you have to spend 1 power, which is really painful for Thor because he has a lot of really good superpowers that cost 3, which is obviously kind of expensive. Yeah, it's really good to give him. It really cuts down on some of his efficacy over the course of a turn. So a really great start. A really great start here.
And what you just saw there is Dracula gained enough power off of that attack to use his superpower, which is a bow. I forget what it's really called, but it's a bow, and he moves short. He moves somebody short. So he's actually moved Thor now even off the point, reducing the score by Gil. Well done. And now he's bumping back. He hadn't used the bump, so now he's bumping back behind that car to give himself a bit of cover. I think Drac is only size 2, despite having a really big model.
He's size 3.
He is size 3. Okay, so that car... Oh, yeah. It is a size 3 car, though. Okay, so he's got cover. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's played Siege of Darkness. Look at this guy. Lewis is all
played
gas.
Siege of Darkness?
He played Siege of Darkness.
Oh, my God.
Lewis...
Get him, Lou.
He's repelling this Viking off of these Saxon shores. Thank Jesus for Lewis. Encanto attacking Baron
Oh my
Zemo.
God, it's another really big hit. Oh, wow.
5
Oh my God.
5 into 2 saves. Oh, you better get back in your longboat, Gil, and get while you still can. Oh man, that's nasty. So what does that come out to then? 3 for 5 against 2 saves. So 3 should be going through. Which one is Baron Zemo on this list? It's the bottom one, isn't it? Yeah. So he hasn't done any damage to him. So no super critical result, but nonetheless, why only 2 down? Oh, did he get cover? No, he can't get cover. He's within 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing?
He's blocked. Oh, he's blocked. Yeah, that should be 3.
Should be 3, right?
Yeah.
No, PHP, he's within 2. He's attacking within 2, so cover doesn't count. But maybe that's what they think is going on here.
Oh, that wasn't the mummy. That was
Oh, was it? Sorry, it was
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Thank you, guys. It was Voodoo attacking. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means Mummy can still attack him. So, and that's why he got moved, right? Because he got the trigger to move him.
He got the throw trigger. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's thrown him off the point. So he's not securing that point anymore either.
Okay, so he's his master swordsman here defensively. So Gil's got some rerolls. That was a good roll from Gil there.
So was that the mummy attack that he's
yeah, this is now the mummy attack, I think.
Right. Okay, cool. So two hit points went through because of the cover, and then mummy didn't do anything. But interesting. What do you think of that early siege play?
I think it was high risk play. He didn't have enough power on Blade to do it either. So I think it was okay. I think he's definitely cut down on some of the points that Gil's going to get, as this is going to be, well, certainly it seems, an attrition game. From the get-go. I think he's made a really good start here. I think without any big pieces, the only other, I mean, only one other Midnight Sun you'd like to use it with, and he's not in range. So I think that was an absolutely fine play. And it's likely that after Gil activates at the start of the next round, at least one of them's probably going to be dazed, because that's what Asgard do.
Right, so Gil's got 3 points for holding 2 extracts in the top secure, which you can barely see under the overlay. Meanwhile, Kenji's behind. That's Lewis, Kenji, with 2 points because he only has 2 extracts, no secure. So what is that little squid symbol or mustache nose symbol next to his name? What is this some sort of Gen Z thing I haven't figured out yet? What's going on?
You're talking to the wrong person. I'm a millennial, so despite the looks.
Well, that's why I got confused. Wow. Okay. Oh, I wanted to mention, okay, so, everybody says Lady Jane in the States is the way to go. Europe seems a bit more moderate on her. Not to say she's bad, but they moderate between the two, Loki 2 and Lady Jane as leaders, according to the chat here, which is full of filthy Europeans. So, what the thing I want to point out though is, everybody's like talking about Everwinter, which happened in January, and also Las Vegas Open, which happened in January as well, which is cool, very cool. I just want to point out that nobody talks about the Mutant Weekender, the hunt for Weapon M, which also happened in January, and had more players than both of those events in any particular one event. Not by much, but still. And yet we don't count. We don't get part of the conversation. We're not part of that conversation, and our results were remarkably different from those two American tournaments. So, what do you say about that?
Yeah, I think we're better at playing control and extra, like playing the game as opposed to playing the attrition side of things in general. At least in comparison to our meta. So it seems that at the top of our, like after the day one of the Mutant Weekender, it seemed that the majority of the people at the top were people that were playing scoring teams. I was one of them, playing criminals. We had some others up there with like Webs and X-Men and things like that. Why we get ignored by the Americans, I don't know. I think it's kind of sad, personally.
Yeah, I mean, with the internet today, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, Thor 2 has spent some power To play Freya's Blessing, remember this is where he gets to reroll any number of his defense dice, so that he's going to be invulnerable essentially.
Oh, on Thor 2,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
A nice thing that's going on for Lewis here is that he's got good targets. All of his characters have good targets here. So just because Thor is going to be harder to hit doesn't make everyone else harder to hit.
Sure.
Which I think is quite nice.
All right, who is attacking though? These they didn't. I don't think they tagged who they were rolling dice for yet. Keeping my eye on the overhead display. Okay.
That's Baron Zemo into the Mummy. Yep. So that was one hit for a big hit from Zemo. But the Mummy has 4 physical and damage reduction and is immune to bleed.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is Gil's Baron Zemo attacking Mummy, who's notoriously tanky for a 3 threat.
Ooh, another really big hit here.
Oh god.
It's probably going to see the Mummy go down here,
3,
I think.
4, 5 with a reroll. Reroll goes into another hit. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Ooh, 6 into effectively 2 is 4. Just enough. Bummer.
So Lewis does have the option here for
Bats
the Ghost down,
yes,
which he's probably considering.
Ooh, Bats would say put him on 1, and this is the second attack from Zemo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So if you don't know, Bats the Ghost Hound allows the Midnight Sun's character to spend 2 power to change 1 dice roll in their attack or defense to anything, including skulls. So he's not skull locked here either.
Do it, Lewis. Lewis.
The people want blood, Lewis.
Come on, Lewis. The gladiators are fighting. How is that hillbilly beer? You doing good with that?
It's okay. I feel like I'm giving it the honor of the. I've given it the glass it deserves. So
that's great. Yeah. The last time I had a Budweiser was they were warm Budweisers that I was drinking behind a dumpster.
He's doing it.
Oh, he did do best. Did he do best?
He's done it. Yeah, he's best. I think. Yes. Go on, Lewis.
Lewis. Good job. Okay. Poor Gil.
I'm not actually sure if that was the right move, but it was definitely the fun move.
And this is the move. He must have. Gil must have used the spender off of Baron Zemo, which has a medium move after the attack is resolved. So that's what's happening here now. We love Gil, by the way. Gil's a good guy, and he comes to a lot of London events, as a matter of fact. So take all of this with a grain of salt from your connoisseur of salt, the Salt Lord himself, Dr. Norbert.
I will also say we are currently watching, I guess, the big bad of Marvel.
Yeah,
play against not the big bad. Midnight Suns are very good, but they are not the meta terror that is Asgard.
Yeah. Baron Zemo elects to move straight back, so he's going safe. Keep in mind he's got his extract. So so he was rolling an extra die on his attacks too. So lucky for I'm telling you, Lewis had the right sacrificial animals and rituals in play before this, because the Geist Gods are just favoring him on both directions. He's like the Achilles of MCP.
We're gassing him up a lot here. I think he's going to appreciate
it. All of his weirdo video gamer friends are going to be like, what? He goes, yeah. I'm kind of like a big deal in the tabletop scene. Yeah. Is that a good impression of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mummy decides to bump forward and is probably using his Mystic Spender into Zemo, which is a great attack. Oh, Yahtzee! Okay, Lewis, the Geist Gods really love you. Okay, rolls into another hit. That's a good block, is it? Two plus cover though. Only reroll. Here comes the reroll
and
first.
One reroll.
The reroll rolls into nothing.
Blank.
So that'll be 3 because of cover. So he takes 1.
Yeah.
And but Kenji gets a soul.
He's all juiced up. He can do it again.
Yeah. And you ought to.
And the next one, the Mummy's got a really cool mechanic around the soul tokens. So when he gains souls, which he gains by doing damage with this attack or character's dazing, he can then use those souls offensively to modify, right at the end of the modification step, skulls into wilds. which is obviously great.
But
That's another big hit.
wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 into just one save. I'm not sure the reroll.
5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. 5 into effectively 2 saves because of cover. That's 3 going through. That'll do it. That'll do it. And keep in mind, Angus, the bonkers thing about Encanto is his attack just gives him a soul after it's done. But if somebody dazes, he gets a soul. So in this case, you get 2 right off the bat. They stack. And you mentioned one thing he could do with the souls. The other thing he could do is heal himself with them. So if I did this right, he's got 3 souls, so he should be down to just 1 hit point on the point.
If he wants.
Yeah.
He can also use it for power as well, which is quite cool. So, yes, he's great. I suspect. Oh, is this a recal?
Did he recal?
What's going on? I don't know.
No, recal is.
No, he didn't have enough power. No, he didn't have enough power. Yeah, there he goes, and then he's dropping the hammer. Do you know if Loki can place himself?
I do not. I mean, I don't know. While you look that up, I wanted to mention Jim is here. He is one of the TOs along with Joe for the Eurovision Wong contest. It's a TTS mini league that allows you to use unreleased characters so long as the rules are out. The latest, what do you call it? Season, I guess, whatever, is kicking off, I think, on the 10th of February. Jim, let me know if that's the right date. And so you look up Eurovision Wong contest on MCP Longshanks or on the MCP TTS Discord server and join up for some fun. Apparently, Loki 2 cannot place himself. So Lewis has placed that token pretty far away from Loki 2, but it's also now very close to Thor. Interesting choice.
The way this is going, it's not going to be a problem for for Dr. Voodoo. If he keeps rolling like this, he's just going to walk over there and take them from him.
Yeah, possibly.
So yeah, great start to the round. Things are going very well for Lewis here.
All right, Loki 2 being activated. He's moving and is going to go after that extract. So he can long move, and then he's going to move again, I guess, or can't place himself, as we noticed.
He could be looking at placing Thor.
Yeah, agreed.
There. I don't know how I feel about that. I think he kind of runs the risk of someone just running over there and picking it up. There are loads of characters that could do it. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. I think that's the safe play.
Yeah, picks up the extract, is got cover behind that car, and he's calling it a day. It's all about points in the end. Okay, back over to Lewis. See what he does. So lots of going on in MCP world. We've got the league going on now. We've got the Eurowong Vision going on. We've got Belgian Masters, Mutant Weekender. We've got new models coming out. We've got a special episode of Across the Bifrost. We've got a great episode out already from Rapid Fire Podcast. Man, this is the best time of MCP.
So this is I like this play. Thor's got Freya's Blessing. Thor is also in range of Loki for the hit back. Now Dracula has the ability to spend 1 power and do a variety of different things before a movement, and one of those is move long. He is in range to move long into range and then do 1 attack into Thor. Now Gil here has Odin's Blessing up, which means that he can reduce the damage taken from 1 attack to just 1 for 3 power, but he's holding a hammer, which means that he doesn't have that online right now. So there's every possibility, if Lewis keeps rolling as well as he has, that that Dracula just walks over there and dazes Thor in 1 attack through the Freya's Blessing, which I would love to see. I think it's a great move. I think it'd be really fun. I don't know what will happen, but this is what I want.
How did Thor move just now?
He got placed by Loki, I think.
Okay, so Loki placed him within 2 of himself and then patched him up for a few hit points. So he is back to his 0 hit points damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm yapping too much to.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Game. No, it's really good. Hey, can I ask you, when Dracula turns into wolf form and goes the long, is that an action or is it a free move?
No, it is a when he begins a move action, so it's not a free move.
Right. Okay. Just means he goes long instead of medium. That's all.
Yeah. There's a couple of other modes as well,
Yeah.
but the relevant one for now is the long move.
Okay. All right. That's Loki finally done, and it looks like Dr. Voodoo wants to get into the mix.
Yeah, 'cause you're not really feeling that worried about the initial attacks from Gil here because of the root on Thor. He doesn't have his throw online. His pounce rather. So as long as Lewis stays out of range 3 of Thor, he won't get double tapped by him. And as long as he doesn't hit him. Just considering his options here. You've played Midnight Suns quite a lot, and I've just kind of switched onto them as well.
I love them. Oh, and this week they get 2 new releases, Elsa and Man-Thing.
Yep. I pre-ordered mine. Can't wait to pick them up.
Yeah, mine's on the way.
On Friday.
Yeah. I bought it from our local shop, as a matter of fact. Our friendly local game shop.
Which one?
Spellbound.
That's the question. Yeah, me too. But I didn't get delivery because I'm cheap.
I didn't know when I was going to get down there, so screw it. You're closer to them, so makes sense. Okay, so that's Voodoo moving on to the point, and also within range of Loki 2. And he threw in a 1 mystic attack. Looks like 3 with a crit. 3 hits with a crit. Crit rolls into another hit. So that's 4 into no saves except for cover. That means 2 going through on Loki. Oh man, that brings them to 6 out of 7.
3.
No, is it
3 going through?
Oh yeah,
and it has 2 saps as well,
Ooh.
Which is quite debilitating.
Wow,
for Loki
drops Loki too.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Did we do bad maths here?
No, I did the maths right, but I didn't have the number of hits correct. But then you correct me, and I recalculated quickly using my generative AI that I keep in my head. I know it's gotten that small now. It's that new Chinese
that must be helpful. I think I've got that on my phone actually. This is bloody storming play by Lewis here. He's just...
Well, look, when you're favored by the dice gods, you could say, I'm going to do this really dumb but audacious play here. What do you guys think? And they're like, yeah, man, you go for it. That sounds great. So Lewis goes for it. Never question luck.
I do think one thing to bear in mind here is that one of these 2 players have rolled a lot more attack dice at the other person, and that's really relevant.
It's funny because that's like in football where they measure how long people have held or how many kicks are on the goal by each team and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, possession and shots on target.
Yeah.
The 2 relevant ones here. But this is looking good. I mean, we're halfway through a turn and we've still got by far the biggest 2 hitters from Gil's side here to try and even it back up. But it's definitely been a good start to the turn for Lewis here.
Now, I used to be, I still am an ancient history buff, and that's how I got into miniatures. It was historicals that I used to play. And while it wasn't like my main era for playing games, but I was very big into ancient Rome, right? I haven't done any of those pseudo-Nazi salutes, though. I could say, like, even by accident, unlike some people, just because they like ancient Rome doesn't mean you have to do those. But nonetheless, I do like ancient Rome. So Lewis reminds me of how they used to have in the Empire or in the Republic days, they'd have 3 layers of soldiers, right? First one, second one, and third one. I'll go backwards. The third ones were the veterans, the old, not veterans even, like almost retired type people. Very mature, very steady, but not very strong. They're tired easy, obviously. They stayed in the back, and they were there for like the last defense if everything else went wrong. The middle line was full of the seasoned, seasoned veterans, and also not necessarily in the prime of their abilities, right? The front line were all the hotheads, all the very young first campaigners, super dangerous, but also super uncoordinated, super, they don't know what's going on. And The thing about them is they would crash into each other, typically into the enemy, let's say, but lose their. They would tend to break pretty quickly because when things they do a lot of devastation, but then when they started getting hit back in some coordinated manner, they didn't know what to do and they basically ran, which was expected because then the second line was there to actually then start mopping up. So that's Lewis. He's first line Roman soldier. Tell us what happened.
Okay, so a pretty wily activation here from Lewis again. He moved forward with Dracula, spent 2 power, moved Thor backwards. So he's out of danger, and it looks like he will now be out of range 3 of some parts of that midline, which is a really big deal for.
And then he just moved back into safety. Was that it?
Yeah, and he just passed it back, which I think is fair. You don't want to give Thor power when he's got these defenses up, or really ever if you can help it. But
yeah, and Dracula has a token, so yeah. Okay, get back over to Gil. Gil activated Lady Jane, and she teleported successfully onto this point that you see here at the bottom, from all the way to the top, all the way down to the bottom, and she's now attacking Dr. Voodoo, who has picked up Loki's hammer.
Quite a scary activation, this. She doesn't have her rerolls, as her charge gives her rerolls, but she does hit hard.
Yeah, so this time. Middling.
Yeah. Did get the throw, though, so that's good. Some good damage.
So it's 3 hits into 2 saves. So 1 will go through. He's healthy currently. Seems like a reroll happening. Yep, into another hit. So that'd be 2 going through, plus the throw, as you mentioned. And she's still got another attack to go. And she throws him into the car, so he'll take another point.
For a middling attack, half healthing him is not bad at all.
That's really good. I know, but that's Lady Thor these days. She's a beast. She's definitely a beast. All right, she's doing it again. Here we go. Dice gods, are they paying attention? Has Gil come back into their favor? No. Oh, no. No, they are very pissed at him. They are not happy at all. 1 hit into 1 save, and womp womp.
Am I right in thinking that you can still use Loki's reroll here from his leadership, but he doesn't get the power because he's dazed?
I would say
it's too technical a question. Shall I? I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up, because I feel like that's the weapon. The same thing as like Weapon X. Although the reason that it doesn't work for Weapon X with the dazed leader is because the tokens are actually on the leader, and so you're not allowed to do stuff with the leader. This might be different, but power's on the card. Power's on the card. Who knows? Who's a rules wonk in the chat? Stop being a freeloader here and do some work on this show.
We don't want to have to think. We want to talk, not think.
Come on, chatters. Wake up. What's the question? Oh, okay. Thanks for waking up, Joe. Joe, the question is if Loki 2 is dazed, can other characters still pull power off of him to do
or use his leadership?
Use his leadership, yeah. What's this? Why is she attacking Nkantu?
She has thrown a car at Nkantu.
Ah, that's right. The car's gone. Throwing the car. Yeah. He dodges 1, so he takes 2 points. So he's on 2 out of 5 from that.
Was it a size 3 car?
No, it's just a normal car.
Huh. It should have just been the 1 then. Oh no, because he already had 1 damage on him. Sorry. Yes.
Joe's saying that they can use it, but Loki won't gain the power because he is dazed. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back over to Lewis. Lewis is going to go with Blade and just pick up a point, seems like.
I think if I know Lewis, he's not going to go and pick up a point. We are talking about the new Lewis here, who has advanced in ranks potentially to the 2nd rank of the Roman formation.
That's right. Yeah. Good point.
If I was him, I would not be able to resist going through that portal, hitting Lady Thor, and then trying to teleport back. And I'd probably mess it up and end up in the center next to Thor.
Angus move. That is a total Angus move.
Use your 1 power, you get a skull, you end up next to Thor, you leave.
Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, so sure enough, he did the sensible play and is just holding that point at the top. So now Gil's activating Thor 2, moving forward. And let's see.
So he is not in range here of, or in range 2 of Voodoo here.
No. So he's going to do his regular attack into Voodoo, who's got cover. Oh god, yeah. That's 6 hits with 2 crits and effectively 2 saves. He's down. And he loses his hammer as well. Which means Thor, if he picks it up, will have 2 hammers. Yikes.
Not great. Not great. Thor 2 having 2 hammers. That's...
No. No. It's like when Thanos scoops up 2 or 3. You think, oh god. Okay.
It looks like I think Lewis has remembered to put the soul tokens on the mummy. I think that's right. He might need to put one more on.
Yeah. You get it both for your characters dazing or KOing and your enemies. It's bizarre. It's such a good model. And Thor decides then to use the second action to, or it might be a pounce. This might be the pounce. Just to move,
I think so.
Yeah, move into that car. That should destroy the car then. Yep, if it's a pounce. Yep, sure enough, it's gone.
He's back down to 1 power, which is good for a potential daze here. At the top of the next round, and he will be able to use his pounce to get around.
No, he's got root on him.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no, of course. Sorry, I was doing my maths badly. Yeah, so he won't be able to do that. A bump.
Yeah, so a move and a bump by Zemo, and then he's going to move to get on that point and own the secure. Whoa, yeah, you're right. Lewis has definitely come second rank Roman Legionnaire. Look at this guy. No attacking. I'm going to score points.
And I think the Dracula pick here is working really nicely for Lewis being able to add some pressure to the secures. Because of the bow is a really good way of moving about the Asgardians. And he's managed to navigate around the Freya's blessing as well, which absolutely. I think is quite nice.
Super nice. All right, so he's got 2 secures, 2 extracts. That puts him up on 6 points. Gil has gotten 1 secure and 2 extracts, putting him also on 6 points. Even 6 and 6 with a couple characters dazed on each side. So interesting parity, feels like.
Yeah, it's nice we're into the third round. There's definitely still a game to be had here. Bunch of dazed characters. This is going to be an explosive round, I think.
Ooh, yeah. And so it's over to Gil. So he's got to make the most of this priority that he's got now.
Oh, and Zemo has popped Dr. Voodoo into his reroll bubble, which was nice positioning there.
Yep. Yeah, Lewis definitely has got a sense of the board. He's got this kind of planned out. Whereas I'm like, oh, look at that! I am within 2 of my Zemo. Huh, that's pretty cool. Instead of, it's never really planned out very well. It's just.
As I saw him moving, I was like, yeah. And then you put him at the bottom next to Encantu, and it would have been way out of range. So good play. So Gil has got a bit of an attrition point to climb here. If you're Gil, who are you going with first? I'm thinking it's probably Zemo, personally.
Because otherwise he's not long for this world, you think?
Yeah, I think being next to Voodoo on that low health is a bit of a problem. But
especially because Voodoo could take those hammers off of Thor.
Yeah, he could take them and then leave, which is the problem, right? And because Thor doesn't have enough power to pounce back.
Because Voodoo, when he possesses, you drop all your extracts, not 1, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he could, and he could definitely get in there to do that with a bump for sure. You might not even need it, but okay, here we go. So we're going with
Loki. Just teleported Zemo, right?
He first. Placed within 3. Was that a range 2 from where Zemo was, or was that a 3 from where Loki was? A bit weird. Fine.
Oh, this is a really intense game. These guys are
Mm.
both playing really hard in one of the most competitive brackets in the TTS league because Europe got molded together into one. It's a huge number of players, and only the winner this time. There's no X and one type of qualifying. It's only the winner, I think, that gets through. But somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong about the new rules for the league. But in any case, these guys are battling to be the 4-0. And whoever wins this will be 4-0 out of the 6-week league. Okay, Zemo into the other Zemo, was it? Who did Zemo attack?
I thought this was Loki, no?
Oh, Loki. Yeah. Okay. So probably into Voodoo.
But he hasn't rolled enough dice if that's Voodoo.
Mm-hmm. No, it was Zemo. He must have had range on Zemo. Okay.
Oh, maybe he charged and didn't put out the measurement from.
You think this was a charge? Okay.
Yeah, and he just wanted to make sure he was still in range because he definitely had range to charge there, and maybe that was that.
Okay.
How that movement happened.
Right. Zemo charged into Lewis's Zemo and did 3 hit points out of 5, and now he spent some power, so I suspect he'll do his spender. So Joe's mentioning in the chat. So Joe, how does it work now? Is it strictly the winner of each bracket that gets to the invitational at the end of the year? 4 hits on the second attack into. We'll see how many saves. 2 saves.
2 saves.
Some rerolls. The reroll's going to roll into.
That's 5 from
5 from Gil. Into 3 saves. 2, just enough. Oh, bad luck. Just got him on the nose and drops his hammer, which Zemo does pick up. So that's Gil's Zemo activation done, holding a hammer on his injured side, 5 hit points to take him down. That should be another soul for the mummy, and yep, Lewis gave himself a soul. He's full up. Mummy's limited by 3 souls.
Do you go and steal those hammers off Thor now? Is that the move?
I will.
Or
because otherwise, what else are you going to do?
Mm.
Of course, Lady Jane's
I mean,
right
there's plenty of killing to be done.
Yeah, maybe killing's better off. You're probably right. It's just an attrition game. I'm not playing X-Men anymore. I'm working up a Wakanda roster for Sunday.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I played them a little bit, and I love playing them. They're very fragile.
Yes. Also quite limited. In other words, you pay the same kind of 3 characters all the time. At least I have it anyway.
Same people, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So big question for Lewis now about what to do with his activation. Here we go. Sorry, go ahead.
I think if I was him, I would be potentially looking at just pushing through with this attrition lead that he has. He's got, if he can get rid of or daze Lady Thor here, or get rid of Zemo, but more importantly, daze Lady Thor, there's not going to be a lot more damage coming from Gil this round. Now, she doesn't currently have enough power for Odin's Blessing. She does have a defensive reroll here, but I think whilst grabbing the hammers is attractive, I think it's unlikely that Voodoo goes down here. And Thor has to be a bit careful whatever he does if he doesn't kill if Gil doesn't kill Voodoo, because that's going to be a massive point swing if after all said and done Voodoo is left alive and capable of just grabbing the hammers and leaving. It's a long-winded way of saying I think I go with the mummy. That's
okay.
Basically what I'm saying.
I was trying to parse what that all meant. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, what's
or maybe Blade. Blade's on the other side of the map. He can go through the portal here, and if he gets a successful dice roll, which is like 5 out of 8 or whatever, he can come over to the bottom here and do a mystic attack into Lady Thor with Pierce. She's already bleeding. and may be able to spend her after that, probably forcing the Odin's Blessing, which would be really big. That's another valid option for killing.
Just notice Carl, the developer of the mod, he's put some posters on the wall. Look at this in this room. Isn't that fun? Curtis, season 14 winner. Why is it? But it says season 15. Zach is the. That's funny when you. Hey, Carl, there's something wrong with your plaque. It says in the small version, it says season 15 champion Zach, but when you ask it to blow it up, it goes back to the season 14 winner Curtis. There we go.
We've seen some movement from the board here. We've seen Voodoo go up and do what we were talking about. He's possessed Thor, so he's now no longer able to interact with extract tokens, and he's probably going to leave, which is definitely a good idea.
And bump, I'd imagine. Does he have a power? He does. Yeah, sure enough. Bump. Get out. Interesting. He's trying to thread the needle between Thor 2 and Lady Thor at the bottom. And Loki 2 across from him. It's Voodoo. Voodoo's a brave man.
Yeah. So Lady Thor does not have the power for charge, right? Hers is 3, which is obviously really important. Voodoo doesn't have the power to recall his brother Daniel either, so he's going to be on really low defenses, and he doesn't have the power to brace because he's got a hammer. So you need to, with the hammer tax, you need to pay 1 more before you play a tactic card and brace for impact.
Do you though? If you're
True.
an opponent, you kind of motor through that step, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm pretty sure I had 2 power before. I think I've taken it twice. No, you don't need to check the logs. It'll be fine. No, pay your taxes, everybody. Pay your taxes.
It pays for pothole repair. Come on. I mean, think about all the damage these guys are doing, throwing cars and stuff around. The city needs some money to fix this mess. Yeah. Thor 2 is still rooted, sir. Yes.
Yeah, that attack off Dracula has been paying absolute dividends to controlling the pace of the game here and controlling Thor 2.
Totally. Between the attack and also then the what does he call his bow? What's the real name? It's something cool, I'm sure.
I'll be your man in the chair, Norbert.
Love it. I need to get you like a whiteboard, not a whiteboard thing, but where you can like draw on the screen the plays, you know. Then they cut across the other side of the field and
hypnotic stare.
Hypnotic stare makes sense.
Yeah, very very on brand for Dracula, the book and the character. So,
did you go see Nosferatu? Nosferatu.
I've not seen it yet. I plan on seeing it soon. Hopefully, it's still in the cinemas. I know we're in Oscar season now, so all of the arty films are coming out. There's been some pretty contentious ones, it seems. This year.
Oh, I didn't know. All right, is that what you and the missus like to do?
We like to do it on occasion. This weekend we've not had that much time together, so this weekend we're going for a long walk, which is going to be very nice and romantic. But that's not what we're here for, Norbert. We're dice rolling. We're talking about my dating life.
I was gonna say, is taking a long walk the new way of saying Netflix and chill?
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah. We live together, but we Netflix and chill all the time.
Oh, look at it! Wow, just throwing it in my face. Good for you, young people. You be energetic. Okay, so it looks like Lady Thor has attacked the mummy and thrown him as part of the attack. 3 hits into 2 saves, so he'll be taking 2 damage if you include the collision damage, which should get rid of that stop sign, since it's size 1 and mummy is size 2. So he's still alive, though. Still alive on 1. Which I'm sure Gil is not happy about.
I don't know. A bit of a trap here. If Gil kills the mummy, he loses priority, which is going to be really bad if he then can't kill Voodoo.
2 hits on the second attack. I'm not sure the target, but that target rolled 2 saves. Oh my God, Gil. Don't be so stingy.
I think that's actually good for Gil here. He doesn't want to lose priority against his team.
You say the dice gods are like trying to teach him. They're like, look, if you're not going to make the right move.
Stop it, or we'll help you. We'll help you more.
Did I tell you I have the greatest idea for a comic book strip? A comic strip, like a Sunday comic strip. It's Talking back dice is it called. So it's a player, a tabletop wargamer as a player who's one of the characters, and the other character are his dice, and they dice talk. Okay, and so they have really nasty conversations with one another as they're playing their games or going about their business. I just need an artist. I need somebody who's willing to draw this with me because I couldn't do it.
Why not your new like
My Gen
AI chip? Yeah.
That's true. I wonder if it's geared for that though. Okay, good point though.
This is so that wasn't a great activation, really. I think.
No. Didn't pay off for Gil.
Not quite. So there's some interesting plays here. The mummy wants to go here because, as we mentioned earlier, it can spend its souls to can spend its souls to heal. So it's really nice getting the mummy back to full health. That feels good every single time, or near enough full health.
But what's he doing, Lewis? He could bump and then do 2 of his range 4 attacks here. So why is he walking?
He couldn't. Well, I mean, he could. Yeah, he could. So another good thing about the mummy is that you can spend the tokens that he has during his turn as many times as you like. So you can heal, do things to get tokens, and then heal again using the tokens, or use them for the power, or use them to remove conditions.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
All right, so he's decided to move instead anyway, and he's maybe because he wants his short attack because it has a push on it. Maybe that's what he's doing, or a throw. I forget.
Yeah,
what it is, but maybe that's what it is. Anyway,
he's really forcing Gil's hand here.
He gets it.
Still the big hit.
He gets it, and a big hit as well. 5 hits and 2. If that's the correct dice roll for Gil, that's 1 save. That'd be 4 going through.
That's Odin's. I
Odin's.
think
He drew out Odin's. Oh no.
Oh no, he's paying for his rerolls.
Paying for rerolls from the Loki leadership.
I jumped the gun.
Got another save out of that, so that'll be 3 going through.
So he used Lady Thor's inbuilt defensive rerolls first, which was the 3 dice he spent, and then he's also spent 1 more for Loki's reroll. That's not paid out for him really. He's only got 1 more save, so 3 damage coming through, which I'm sure Lewis isn't
unhappy about. And he got the push, which is the important part. And now
and a hex, if they remember.
Oh gosh, yeah. Lewis is so excited he can't remember. He's reverting back to his first line Legionnaire days. He's not thinking.
He's dropped the shield.
Yeah, he's just got the bloodlust. So yeah, no hex on Lady Jane. That's a little blunder, but she's out of.
They might remember in a minute.
Yeah, it's true.
Gil is one of the fairest people I've ever played against, and is very
100%.
good at catching things like that. So he may remind him.
100%. Now he's bumped a little bit further onto the point. So I think Lewis got what he wanted, but that is ballsy. Oh, and he healed himself with all his 3 souls. Oh man.
He's a 3 threat, everybody. That's a 3 threat that just did that.
Yeah. Sam Wilson who? It is Wilson, right? Sam Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe's saying this was a bit of a goof. Should have healed out of Loki chip damage. I'm not following you, Joe. Is it because when you attack Loki that he can then do a damage back to you if you roll a skull, right?
Or allies within 3, but I don't think he was within 3.
Oh, maybe. Anyway, that was Mummy's activation. He's on the point, healed up, and Lady Thor and
Jane was within 3.
Okay, so what should happen?
So it was a little immaterial as and to be fair, yeah. Anyway, I'll explain the point. So Lady Thor was within 3 of Loki, which meant that if Lewis had rolled a skull on his dice, Loki could have spent 1 to make the mummy take a damage, which would have dazed him, no matter whether or not he did anything. But he did in fact get the push, so I believe that means that he then can't use the ability, but I might be wrong.
Because the pushing happens for the that Loki thing. But let's be real. To avoid all of this, Lewis could have just healed himself for 3 to start with.
Also, the mummy is pretty resilient to the chip damage too, because he can spend his souls to change dice to wilds. So I believe that would also get around it.
All right. Loki has now just moved his half-brother Thor up a bit towards Dr. Voodoo, and now is taking a look at what he wants to do himself. Decides to move his long move back onto the point. Although keep in mind, Loki, yeah, I think so. And Loki 2 is injured though, so he won't be securing that point. But now he's going to attack Mummy.
Mummy has 4 Mystic.
Yeah.
And no damage reduction still.
Just 2 hits. Oof. Gil. And 2
He does have the reroll from Zemo.
Mm-hmm. They both do.
Oh, no. So Lewis's Zemo is dazed.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Okay. So it looks like still only 3 hits into 2 saves, so 1 should be going through.
I'm gonna check on that Jane thing, because it's an interesting point about moving them after the attack. Mm. Yeah. Loki.
There's any Team Lewis people in the chat, maybe some of his video gamer friends, maybe some of his Gen Z reprobates, anybody like that, say hello. We'd love to say hello and see what you think about your boy here tonight.
The timing is after an attack, so because he got the push, he still wouldn't be able to do it. But that was obviously quite lucky. Oh, in fact, you would never, as long as Lewis was planning on pushing them out of range of the trigger, he would never take the damage, because if he rolls 1 skull, he can change it into a wild and push him out the way. If he rolls 2 skulls, he can change one of the skulls, or maybe both, I think, into a wild and still push him out the way. So there was no way he was going to take damage there, which Lewis may or may not have realized, but is...
We're just going to credit him with his just youthful...
He's a genius!
It's just, yeah, youthful genius. It's like when little kids roll dice. You ever see that? When little kids roll dice, they are never bad dice. Never. And I'm certain that is the dice gods trying to recruit another fool into their ranks. You know, look at this. This is great. So much fun. Then you grow up and you're like, these dice are shit. They continue to be shit. What is going wrong? Like, yeah, they got you, son. Looks like Dracula is now going to use his wolf ability to move long onto the point and still be within 2 of Thor 2. Let's see.
This is interesting. I'm not sure if I move long here. I think I really, really, really want the 1 damage on Thor, because that will give me the ability to move him backwards and put Dracula in between his target and put Dracula in between him, Dr. Voodoo, and Thor.
All right, here comes the attack.
It's a big one.
Yeah, he's got no power. He needs power to do some fun stuff.
Oh!
Okay, sure.
Bloody hell!
Wow. I want his sacrifice recipe. I mean, it seems to be working. 6 into 3 saves. Okay, fair save. Fair number of saves.
The good news is for Gil, he's got enough power for...
Yeah, he just
he's paid for the reroll.
Yeah, from Loki
too. He'll probably have enough power here. Okay, 4 blocks into 6, so he'll take 2.
What's the range of the rerolls? It's off Loki, isn't it?
So the rerolls are on the leadership, and it's rangeless. So the allied character, when getting attacked, just does it.
Wow. So he saves 4 out of that, meaning he's going to take 2 damage, if I did this right. And now
that's a slow,
which I think is enough for the bow. Sure enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And he wants to get him away from Dr. Voodoo with this bow.
Yeah, Dr. Voodoo's in trouble, I think, now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As he says, so Thor has enough to pay for 3 plus 1, which is enough for the pounce, which will get him in range to double tap.
Mm-hmm.
Double tap Voodoo. And of course, the first attack is going to two energy defense because he doesn't have the Brother Daniel token.
Right. Yep. I don't know if, should he have not attacked? I suppose he wouldn't have gotten the bow. Although he could have just walked on the point and sat there, and then Thor would have to decide whether to go after Loki or to stick to the point. Of course, Voodoo's got 2 hammers, though, so it's juicier target.
I think that the thing I don't like was not putting Dracula in between the two of them.
To stop the pounce.
Because you want to force at least some of the instances of damage that Thor can do to not go into Voodoo.
Thor just spent a crap ton of damage. Power.
So that's his pounce, so he's now in range.
Interesting. 2 attacks. Here we go. First one turns great hit. 5 for 3 crits against just 1 no saves, actually.
1 save because of the crit.
Oh, sorry, there it is. 1 save. Yeah, sure, but okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7
against 1.
For the 1 shot.
1 shot. This is Asgard. Boom.
Yeah.
2 hammers drop, which he's got plenty of power now to pick up. Go figure. And he's probably going to go after Dracula next.
So Dracula can give out Hex. I think I would have, particularly in retrospect, would have liked to see a Hex there going on to Thor.
Joe agrees with you.
Chances.
Joe agrees that could have been a body block and it would have mitigated this a bit.
Yeah.
It would have been 1 attack and a pounce instead of 2 juicy attacks. But hey, when you only need 1, it doesn't matter. This is how the rich live, Angus. You know what I mean? Not us state-bound hooligans. That's
okay.
Voodoo off the board. Sad.
Yeah.
1 more action for Thor 2. Did you ever live on an estate?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I think only some people do. Yeah, obviously, it's not like it's
is
not
so
Russia.
Insightful. Wow, Angus, the depth of the commentary is unreal.
Some people live on estates, Norbert. Not everyone. The Queen doesn't. I don't. Don't know about everyone else. Some of them do. Some of them don't. Presumably.
Probably not so many. Oh, that's so good. Okay. All right, what's Thor up to here? What's with all these shenanigans? Just move him. Why is he moving short? What's this?
Because he's slowed. He got slowed by Dracula.
Oh, you got slowed as well. Okay, got it. Yep, so he's on the point now with Dracula, so nobody's going to own that secure, but he's sitting on 2 hammers, so life is good.
Yeah, unless Lewis comes over and dazes him with his
blade.
Do it.
Come on, Blade. Sure enough, I think that was a teleport roll, and it was successful. So let's see if Blade goes over there, or he's going to come down to the scrum on the bottom.
I mean, Thor's got. I mean, I think, to be fair, I think both are legitimate choices actually, because I think you could, if you can take that hammer off that Zemo, that would be a really big deal. You're back on parity. I think this is probably the right choice. I just really want to see my boy Blade kill Thor 2, but I think it's unlikely.
That is unlikely. Here he goes. First attack into Zemo. Zemo's on 5 hit points with a hammer.
And he's got 4 mystic defense, so he's
good mystic. With
the Russians put those chips in his brain.
I think 2 saves with a crit. Not a great hit either. 3 saves, nothing. But puts a bleed on him, so does. He doesn't have enough power though to use his spender, which is a shame. That's such a good spender.
Oh.
What do you think if they buffed Blade by making that spender 3 power instead of 4?
I don't think he needs buffing. I think it's a really strong spender, to be honest. I back in the day, when no matter the cost was around, I was using it on him. Every time I took Midnight Suns, I'd take it, and then I'd like blow it as soon as I could on Blade to get bleed and move him up, and he'd start doing stuff. It's fun.
All right, 3 to 1 save. So 2 go through.
That's 3 with Pierce.
Ooh, nice. Okay,
Currently.
so oh, but here's the Loki reroll. Eh. Loki reroll does not help. Nice. So all 3 go through. Puts him on 3 out of 5. Sadly, not enough. But he gets the secure now.
Yeah, and he had it already.
Oh, did he?
Because the mummy's healthy.
Oh yeah, they're all injured. Yeah, sure.
But I think this is not bad. I think Gil made a bit of a mistake there.
Oh, and he teleported away. Look at this guy. Wow.
He gets it.
Wow.
Yeah, he gets it.
Definitely second line Legionnaire move there.
So
that's it, round 3.
I thought he was going to stay there, to be fair, and I was going to say Gil made a mistake in pinging Blade, because if he had stayed there, he would have gained a bunch of power and healed a bunch because he's within range of 2 bleeding characters. But I think he actually made the right move, not staying next to the big killers with Blade, his leader. Probably smart. I
think the Winter Blues have settled into the Twitch chat. These guys are lazy today. Nothing. Joe's carrying the entire chat. Thank you, Joe. Joe Jumanji. But yeah, it's Winter Blues time. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling a little seasonal affective disorder?
I was feeling it. I was in the office earlier this week, actually, talking to one of my colleagues about it. Going into the office a bit more helps me. But I am going on holiday the end of next month, so
end
I have
of next
to look
month.
forward to. Yeah, or like February into March. So
it's a long way away, though. Jeez Louise, you're like me.
Okay, I've got like 2 or 3 tournaments between now and then. It's gonna be fine.
Nah, that's the way to do it. I always have something to look forward to myself. So it's 9-9 after round 3. 9-9, but a little bit of attrition favors Gil at the moment. And I think this is Gil now using Thor 2 into Dracula. He's got a decent hit, 5 hits. Now some rerolls are happening. Oh, those bloody hammers. He's got 2 hammers. And, oh, God, Joe, Ken Lewis didn't save anything. And Dracula has a hammer as well. This is bad. 6 out of 7 hit points. Oh, God. He's down. He's going to be done. He's going to be cooked.
Well, he's got a spender that he can hit back with.
Oh, God, yeah.
And he can throw him.
Clap back with the hammer. Come on, Lewis.
With the hammer. It's almost certainly going to blow... his...
What's this? Is he pouncing? No, what?
Is he pouncing away?
No, that was Lewis's stick, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, he's probably figuring out if he can like ping him into something with the because it's a throwaway with the spender. Okay. So you would love to see a bleed. I think getting a bleed on Dracula on a Thor here is a big win no matter what, because it sets Blade up to come in and finish him off.
There's a clapback. Not bad. 4 hits, including a crit, but 2 saves with crits. That rolls into a 3rd save. So 3 for 5 into 3. So 2 going through, if I did this right. But he's going to do his Loki reroll. Let's see if that helps him. It does. So 3, 4, 5, 4. So 1 damage going through on Thor from that clapback plus the push, which could get him into the car. Or just a throw. Thank you. Could get him into the car, but Lewis wants him just to go as far away as possible. It's a medium throw. Very nice. Looks like a pounce on the way back. Could brace.
So he was measuring there probably for his I can't remember the name of it. The super counter strike. Where you can roll 7 dice, and on crits and wilds they take damage. That would have been a really nice way to finish off Drac for Gil there. But
yep. All right, so Gil has to now either because that's the thing. Thor's got a pounce, he's got another attack, and he can throw a car or a pickup truck there. Oh God, Thor. Wow.
Lewis has forgotten the bleed on this attack. I think this attack, is a guaranteed bleed, which is a big deal for Blade coming in, because Blade has enough power for a spender now. Let's have a look.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Could teleport over and do his spender.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't have a guaranteed bleed. Blades has a guaranteed bleed. This does not. That's a shame.
What is it? Is it a trigger?
No, it has no bleed on this spender. This is just
Hmm.
if they're bleeding, you get full rerolls on this.
Oh wait,
Dracula.
Dracula's. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Blade guarantees a bleed. Dracula's does not guarantee a bleed, but does have the throw attached.
I meant to ask. You mentioned Lucas Sheik earlier. He used to stream a lot. Is he still streaming these days? I don't know if I noticed.
I was thinking about this today. Probably the same train of thought as you. I don't know. I've not seen any. It's a shame if he hasn't, but maybe he's been taking a break.
Sure.
Oh, there's the pounce.
I don't even know if he was at LVO. Or
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
If anybody knows, let us know.
I didn't see his name on the Everwinter list either. So, and that's close to where he lives, I think. Hope he's okay. Let us know. I wouldn't ask. I'd ask the chat, but they're dead, like a bunch of zombies, cluttering up my chat box. No mercy, guys. Sorry. I know you're all big fans, but you need to earn it. What's happening?
Okay, so I think that was the pounce into Drac. I think it was a good move not bracing that, because with all Thor's rolling a lot of dice. It's rolling a lot of dice.
He did brace it. Look.
Oh, he did brace it. Oh no.
So that must have been a second attack.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So but now Thor's sitting on 3 hammers, and he's done. This is the problem. If you don't start putting damage into these big boys and they start collecting hammers, you're screwed. All right, looks like Lewis is going to try to get Zemo into the mix with a charge over into the Thor. I think that's the right idea. The problem is that
I don't think that's right. I think you try and kill the other 2 guys down here and make it a 2-horse race for the Asgardians. I think getting that hammer off Zemo's really important, because he can kill other Zemo with a hammer and the rerolls and the ping back and stuff like that. With Loki there, I think you really need to get that hammer off Zemo, and then you'll probably do that at 1 attack with your Zemo, and then you go over there and then harass Thor a bit, maybe. He's also, well, I will also say, if you go into Thor here, you are not flipping priority. So
interesting
that's
choice.
Something.
This is why we play MCP. These are such interesting choices. What's this? A charge just to stay within 2 of Gil Zemo?
Looks it.
Oh, Jojo Manji's making a good point about the fact that Odin's blessing is still on the table. So killing Thor is not going to happen. And Recal too.
Yeah, I think you have to try though. Now that he's got 3 hammers, it's not optional. Yeah, he can kill everyone else maybe.
Ooh, I think you're right though. Go with what you can do. I mean, let's see. He's going to score 4 points minimum, Gil. So that's 13. Doesn't win him the game. But then the next round he will, and he has to take out Thor, or it's not going to happen. Okay, Lewis is attacking, not sure against whom.
This looks like it's into Zemo, I think.
Okay, 2 saves for Zemo so far, and 5 hits. Okay, Zemo reroll.
Zemo's dead. He's dead.
2 saves. So yeah, 3 go through. Oh, now there's more rerolls from Loki.
Oh, I didn't see the hit. Yeah. Does it save him? I don't think it saves him.
Yeah, that's a good point. So he'd roll 3 saves and still take 2 damage, which is exactly what he has. So yeah, I don't know what Gil's doing. He's just rolling dice.
I like this line from Lewis here. Spend 1 to pick that up.
Yep.
He's not going to be able to.
That was the spender, so he gets to move again.
No, I don't think it was.
No.
1 second.
Yep.
Computer, stop.
Oh, I thought that was a delivery guy. Your
No.
dinner showed up.
No, I ate my dinner earlier. I had rice with peas and mushrooms and a bit of bacon.
Oh,
It's
look
good.
at you. Oh, that's nice. I had a really hearty mushroom soup.
That sounds good too.
Lot
Winter
of
weather.
yeah. Tell me about it. Winter weather. So soups and very malty Belgian beers. That's the way to live. Some of the people in the chat are actually suffering from winter blues. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. It's no joke. I know everybody likes to be a tough guy, but the winter sucks. Take some steps to take care of yourself.
Sure. Actually, if you don't, vitamin D supplements are very, very good. Uh, uh,
Okay.
if you don't get sun, like the rest of us Brits.
Yep. It's been really bad here lately. All the rain lately. Okay, so that was a spender of Baron Zemo into Loki 2. Loki took 3 points of damage. Sorry, 2 points of damage, and now Zemo has moved away onto the middle point.
I really like this. I like this. Let's just get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
Let's just get them out of here. You can't Odin's blessing them all, right? So
yeah.
and you know that at this point Gil's probably saving Odin's for Thor.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay, that was Zemo's done. Activation. Amazing. I think that was good.
Yeah.
And that's Gil Zemo off the table. So Gil's got Loki and Lady Thor yet to go.
So going back to my original point about health on the board.
Oh yeah,
we have got Dracula on Lewis's side. We've got Dracula who has 7, I think, on the backside. Then his Zemo has 4, so that's 11. Then Blade, who has still got 11 left, so that's 22. The Mummy, who has 9 left, so that's 31. And then on the right-hand side here, we've got Loki, who has 4 left. We've got Thor, who has 7 plus, I think it's 8 on his backside. So that's 15 plus 4 is 19. Then Lady Thor, who I think has 6 on the backside. So that's 29 versus 22 health-wise left on the board. So it's still pretty close. They're within about one spike worth of damage. Then obviously other cards and things like that will play into that. But that's just an interesting way. So it seems like in that regard, Gil has swung back in control as well.
All right, Lady Thor activates. Looks like she is charging onto the point where the Mummy is sitting. Boop. And here comes the attack. Let's see how she does. She's been kind of screwing the pooch lately. So let's see. She does better. Not great. 2 hits. So she's doing her rerolls. And that's into 2 saves so far. 3 hits. No, 4. 4 hits into 2 saves. He's got damage reduction, so he's going to take 1.
And no damage either, no skulls either for the ping from
Mummy.
From Loki.
Yep. But he gets thrown.
Do it, Gil. Throw him into Loki.
Yes.
Do
it. There, he gets thrown off the point. Mummy has yet to activate though, and is sitting on 3 souls. But he's still within range of Lady Thor's second attack. 3 hits into 2 saves.
Oh, good save again.
Looks like I think Lewis spent a soul to modify. Can he modify defense dice? No, it's just attack dice.
No,
right?
he can't. Yeah, just attack dice.
Okay, so that's 4 hits into effectively 3 saves. Only 1 goes through. Yeah, 3 threat.
He got the throw again though, so Mummy's going to be displaced quite far.
Be going into Africa.
He might be still within range of a walk and bump though to get back onto that point.
Yeah, I'd say so. And there's the second throw. Okay, what's this short? Oh, Warpath.
Warpath.
Yes! Warpath. Getting back into it. Nice. And now the bump.
I don't think that's very close.
I don't
think it's in.
No, I don't think so either. Let's go to the videotape. Yeah, this is where you would be drawing. If we were more professional, you'd be drawing. Well, I'd say he put his base right here. And if I use my 2 fingers as a proxy for a one-size stick, I don't think he makes it.
I think whatever happens, I think if you're Lewis, I think you go for the double attack here. I think he's just out.
Yeah, he's
Can we
definitely
see?
out.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He wants to kill now. He's all about the killing. He's back to his rank 1 Legionnaire status. Fight. Why won't anyone fight me?
Oh, of course. And the mummy is pretty good into
Loki.
Into Loki, because Loki counts his skulls as successes. That is, the mummy's skulls as successes on defense, but the mummy can turn them into
wilds. So
wilds.
He's rolled one just now. So let's see if Lewis remembers to convert that with one of his souls. He's got 3. He does. Lewis is on top of it. The bloodlust, the red mist hasn't completely blocked his vision. And so that means that becomes a wild. Is that correct?
Yes. Right. So he's got both the hex and the push. If he remembers the remember the hex.
So
good.
3 hits. So 2 go through. Loki's on 4 out of his 6, which is on his injured side. Keep in mind he's the leader. So if he goes, that goes to the end of the leadership. He might elect not to push him so he can hit him again.
I think if I was him, I think I might use the mystic attack. Loki's 4/4/5. But if he's not going to push him, I think I would probably push him and then use the mystic attack, and then you're going to end up with some more captured soul tokens. You can turn them into healing. Or power,
I see.
Or
okay, yeah. Sure enough, he's thought of that. Sure enough, moves him off the point, and still is able to attack him with his long range attack. Yeah, I think he's already spent the souls for it.
I don't know. So he used one of the souls to turn
Yeah, he had 3.
Yeah. So he had 3. Okay.
He had 3. Definitely had 3.
Oh, maybe he had 1 to use for power or something.
Yeah, not sure. But here goes I think he's going to do his second attack now. I don't know what he did because I wasn't following correctly, but I would have saved the souls to heal myself later because he's got loads of power. He could just pay for the attack with his power.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. Odin's Blessing still on the table, according mid-table obscurity is pointed out.
I think it's a win if you get the
Odin's Blessing off the table. Yeah.
Odin's Blessing off the table with Loki here. I think that's still a win, and then you can use Blades to just go and try and daze Thor, and he can totally do that with 2 attacks if he gets lucky on the first attack, which our boy Lou.
Yeah, well,
he is want to do is get lucky on his first attack.
Oh no, he's changed his mind. He's going after Lady Thor. What's this? Getting her off the point? Is that the idea here? Okay. 2 saves with a crit. Oh, good hit though. Hit. Oh my god.
Big hit.
Oh god. Wow. 3 saves though. 3 saves. I would have gone after Loki
5,
though.
6.
Try to remember to ask Lewis about this decision. Wow. So it looks like 3 going through on Lady Thor. Which would daze her. I am really confused why you wouldn't have done that into Loki.
Well, he's worried about the points, I think. So he's got.
Yeah, but Loki has yet to go.
Yeah, but Blade doesn't have any way of getting her off the point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's dazed her. Gil decides not to use his tactics cards, so he's dazed her. And I think that's it for Mummy. He healed himself for 1 or 2 and then called it a day. So that just leaves Loki left on Gil's side and Blade.
Yes. I love that it looks like the dice... the two leaders are left, right? I love that the... and they're both quite dice-heavy leaders as well, so we'll see what happens. There's still quite a lot going on this round.
This is a great game. Such a tight, so good. Despite being some meta monsters, which can sometimes be lopsided, this has been fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a rare point that that we both think Lewis was right for not standing on a point.
Mm-hmm.
He's been making the right decision, I think, a lot of the time around that. I think the only minor mistake might have been the Dracula thing.
Yeah. By not body blocking Thor.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a decision we have to ask him. I'm not sure if it's right or wrong. I don't know, and so that's why I want to ask him about why he attacked Lady Thor. Anyway, Gil's moved Loki 2 onto the point for 1 action. Let's see if he tries to go after Mummy, who's back onto full health again. Freaking the Mummy.
He's great. He's so good.
I know. He's fun. He's very flavorful. It is fun, but maybe not 3-threat fun, but okay.
He seems a lot stronger than most 4 threats, I'm not gonna lie. Like there's a top 10 of 4 threats, and then under that you've got the Mummy, and then the rest of the 4 threats.
Yeah, I'm gonna try Wakanda this Sunday, and then with Elsa Man-Thing for our next tournament at Throwing Dice, I'm gonna go and play Midnight Suns again with the new characters. And see how we do. Still in experimental phase.
So me too. We can compare lists if you like at some point.
Okay. Well, we'll be a car ride. We have a load of time.
Yeah.
Which is the wonderful thing about car rides. Okay, Blade. What's he up to?
No, we're still going. We're still going.
Loki. Is Loki thinking
Loki,
about where to put himself on that point? Yeah. Okay.
I think he's looking to. He's moved on to the point. I think he's looking to walk and then spend
teleport.
Teleport, and
then what happens?
Teleport, and then spend.
Angus, he failed the teleport roll. He rolled a skull.
Oh.
So this is Lewis doing that. Ha.
No. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Right.
So
where does he want to be? Maybe he wants to be near Thor. His big brother.
But he is teleporting again, and he succeeds this time. So he wants to go in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now what? Is he just going to try and kill? Oh yeah, I suppose killing Zemo.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
Very good.
All right. What's his attack roll? So Zemo's rolled 2 saves, gets to reroll 1. Loki's rolled 2 crits so far. So 2 hits into 2 saves so far, but rerolls yet to happen from Gil.
So this is interesting because there's definitely a bunch of activation damage going through. Lewis has got the priority when it comes to knowing what's going on, so Gil has to do his rerolls first before Lewis knows what's going on, so we can pretty much make sure he's not going to die here. And then he's spent to get out of there.
Oh wow. Okay. So doesn't take down Zemo, but does go to safety on this bottom point. Okay. Not good. I'm sure Gil wanted more out of that. That leaves Blade. Blade has a crucial teleport roll to make, I think. Yep.
I actually think you're okay with either here. You probably want to go into Thor, but you're okay with going after...
Well, he succeeds, so he's going to go down and take down Loki too.
Yeah, I like this.
Sure. All right. Just trying to see if his spender can get him into a position to attack Thor 2.
I think so.
Maybe.
So.
Yeah. Okay. First attack that went to Loki, I'd imagine, right?
Because he's got the bump as well, remember? So.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not sure if the bump... I think maybe he would like to... be able to get onto that point, so to stop Gil from scoring it.
So he spent the spender. He's just done the
okay.
spender into
Cool.
Loki 2, I'd imagine. Loki 2 is bleeding, so he's going to get to reroll all of his attack dice. This is looking good for Gil, or for Lewis. Ooh, Yahtzee again. That's 3 hits with a couple of crits. Wow. Okay, that might be it for Loki, unless Gil decides to use his cards.
Yeah.
No, he lets Loki go down. He lets Loki go down. Wow. Interesting. Oh, this game's great. Amazing. That's the move off of the spender. And now the bump.
Is he on the point?
Not sure.
I can't see. Looks. Yes, he is. Excellent. Very good. So the bleed attack from Blade's builder here is getting the bleed onto Thor is a really big deal
3
for
crits
the
into
counter
no
strike.
saves. 3 crits into no saves so far. Whoa, 5, 6.
Wait, 5.
They all convert.
Lewis.
Whoa.
God.
Oh. The Achilles of MCP. Wow. That's 6 hits into no saves. Gil is now doing his rerolls.
It's Odin's blessing. He's just going for.
Oh, he's Odin's. He just went
Odin's
naturally. All right.
And there's the bleed.
Yeah, that's Odin's.
It's pretty much as good as you can hope for from Lewis there. That's excellent.
Drawing out the Odin's, that just leaves Recal on the table. Wow. All the cards are used up. All the tactics cards used up except for Recal. Amazing. Whew. God, what a round. Yeah. That puts Lewis on 10 points and Gil on 12. Gil's getting points from Thor 2 scoring 3 hammers. And Baron Zemo on Lewis's side has the 4th hammer. Wow. Man, who's got but now Thor has priority. Oh no. It's Thor and Lady Thor left on the table. Thor still on his healthy side.
Yeah.
With 3 hammers. Good lord. Whatever.
It's all going to be down to this Thor 2 activation. And he has quite a lot to do with it as well. And that not getting that hex is really hurting now. It's really going to hurt.
Yeah.
But if Dracula lives 1 attack, Thor's basically dead or is guaranteed to have to blow Recal. Because Dracula attacking back, he's going to take a load of damage if he doesn't get 1 shot. And he will probably have the power to use his spender, which is going to be 8 dice with full rerolls now that he's bleeding. Thor's bleeding. So, yeah, exciting.
Oof. This is going to be crazy. We have to see what Thor decides to touch. Because he rolls, what does he roll? 7 dice normally? What's his builder?
It's 7 dice, so he's rolling 10 dice builders. 2 10 dice builders, and he can throw himself, and he's size 3, and he can throw something else. He might not be able to throw anything else unless he does some fancy stuff with teleporting through the portals.
How
because he's not currently in range of anything. Range 2.
Range 2, yeah. So he might.
Although he does have enough power for a spender currently, but then he'd be low on power. So, yeah, it's a big activation.
No leadership on the table.
No.
All right, first attack into Dracula. Dracula needs to survive and do his clapback.
It would be very bad if Dracula gets the clapback here, I think.
Oh, God.
Big hit.
3, 4, 5, 6 with a crit. The crit rolls into another hit. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 hits into 2.
So he's alive.
Rerolls.
He doesn't have rerolls from his leadership anymore. So
No. I meant Dracula's. So Dracula saved 3 based on a reroll.
Oh, with the
Zemo.
Again, good positioning from
Lewis.
Lewis with Zemo. Yeah,
thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 hit damage is going through.
Oh, so that was the spender. So he's going to get to throw Dracula after this as well.
Makes sense because less clapback and no warpath.
Yeah.
But he won't be able to hit him again. So there's that.
Yeah.
All right. Second action. He's got 1 power left, so he can't do anything fancy at the moment. He's just going to have to do... What? What?
Well, it's just exciting, isn't it?
I know. So it's either Zemo or Blade taking this hit.
I think you've got to go into Blade here. Blade kills him every time. Here.
1 save into
yeah,
4 hits.
Might be.
Reroll from the Zemo doesn't help. So that's 4. No, it does help. Sorry, 5 into 2. So 3 damage. It was into Zemo.
Oh, that was into Zemo?
Guild attack Zemo. Yeah,
okay, I guess he wants the hammer, yeah.
Left him on 1 point.
Ooh, this is hard. What do you do here with Guild? So Guild has enough power to throw himself, but he won't be able to pick up the hammer. But if he sits there in front of Zemo and Blade and Dracula, he's dead.
Yeah. He's got 4 power, but because of the root, his pounce is going to cost 4. So you're right. Yeah. Nice one. Zemo clapback. Yeah. Don't forget.
I don't think you do that. You do not do that.
You don't want to give him power. Yeah.
You don't want him to, because you don't want him to be able to pick up that hammer.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, to be fair, maybe you do.
Just to take him down, because this is the end of his activation, and then Blade could finish him off potentially.
Yeah. He's going to take a damage to Blade.
Thor needs to go down.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure chat is like way ahead of me on this, particularly Joe, as I know he's floating about.
Actually, Shin 40K, he's woken up too. He's finished his meetings or whatever at work. Oh, come on, guys. You're killing us with suspense. What is happening? Come on.
So he's got the push, right? That's what he's looking at now. Gil is looking at the push for Zemo, but he doesn't know where he wants to push him because he wants to throw himself. It's all quite a lot.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
So can we work out some points here for a second, right? So if we presume that our Zemo is dead after Thor's activation here, and then Lewis manages to kill Lady Thor, he can score a total of sorry, I was just looking at the board. So he can score a total of 3 points to Gil's 4 points if he gets that hammer somehow. 3 points really. So he does need to kill Thor for sure this round. So I think you do it. Because Blade isn't currently in danger of being killed by Thor no matter what.
Yep. Gil's thinking it through still, where to throw Zemo.
The mummy's healthy, right?
Yes, he is.
It's
just ridiculous.
Absurd. It's absolutely absurd. I was like, oh, maybe he flipped this round. Nope, still kicking. Still kicking.
All right, he's been thrown. Not into a car, which is interesting. Could have thrown him into the car. But
no, it's a push. It's not a...
Oh, it's just a push. Okay, thank you.
So it's a throw on his suspender. It's a push on his...
Now, does Lewis do the clapback? Let's see. This is crucial. Let's see if he does the clap. By clapback, we mean he rolls 4 dice and gets a couple of hits through. That's all. But the problem is he's going to die now anyway, so might as well try to get some damage onto Thor is the idea. And then Blade would have to survive a pounce from Thor and throw of a car. Some dice are being thrown. Not sure why.
This is the clapback.
Okay, cool. He did.
Clapback.
So two hits.
2 damage.
Yep.
Oh, that really hurts. So Thor is going to be up to... He's going to pounce into Zemo here, I would imagine, to pick up the hammer. So, and then he'll take a damage from bleed, so he'll only have 2 left.
Wow. No. Yeah. He's on 6 now, so he was 7, 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
No.
So he's taken. He's already taken the clapback damage.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So it's fine.
It'll be a 7 out of 9. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. So he's Thor's on 6 power, so he can do his pounce now. So the question is, who does he pounce into?
If you don't pounce into Zemo, Zemo will absolutely kill him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He might get him with the clap back, but Zemo can stop that with the bump and spender. So I think you have to do Zemo, otherwise Zemo will kill Thor.
Yeah, or Lady Thor.
Yeah, I mean that's the other problem is that Lady Thor isn't very tough on this side. She has lots of power, but she's just not very tough.
Yeah, Joe made that point. I think that's a good idea. He charged down there and take her down.
Yeah.
Because Thor 2 is activated. He's done. Take down Lady Jane. That's into Gil's activations. Oh, let's see what Gil does though. He's got a pounce left, guys. Oh, I wish I could be playing our intro song right now. We need some of that energy here. Reflect what's going on this table. Why do people play video games? It makes no sense to me. They could be playing MCP.
Get on it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you lot are already on it. Anybody listening to this is definitely in.
We need more players. Come on down to Bad Moon Cafe or Spellbound Games in London and hone your craft with the best. Look what happened to Lewis. He was a little cub when we found him, and now he's a killer. All right, here's the pounce. Looks like it's going into Zemo. Dodge it all, Zemo, you mofo.
He could. That would be a perfect Lewis game. Would be Zemo dodging Thor. Yeah.
I was in trouble, so I just dodged it all. Okay, Lewis, that's good advice for me. Thanks. Just dodge the throw. Oh God.
This is making me want to play Dracula. I've been messing about with my 5 threats
Dracula's
in,
good.
In Midnight Suns. Yeah, okay, he makes contact, but it's making me want to play him in there.
All right. So this is 4 damage into Zemo. He needs to save all 4. He can do it.
No.
No. He's KO, drops the hammer. Yeah. Thor picks up the hammer, but that is the end of his activation. Now.
And he doesn't have enough for recal, and he doesn't have enough for anything else, really.
Oh, yeah.
So what?
Is he not picking it up? Is he not picking it up?
I actually get not picking it up. Lewis needs 3 hammers and 3 points to score out, right? So he can only do that if if he stands on every single one of the points or gets all 4 of these hammers. Now he can totally do that. That's definitely possible. Blade can.
So what do you do here? Do you have Mummy go after Lady Thor, or do you try to get Blade to teleport down?
I think these are hard questions.
That's what makes this game good.
I don't think you do Dracula.
No, Dracula and Blade probably stick around to take down Thor.
You need to kill Lady Thor here, I think. So I think you, go with the Mummy, just double spender Lady Thor and try and get her out of there. Because if you don't, and she goes over there and kills anyone left, it's a disaster.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Blade could also go over there and do that.
Yeah, but if he flubs the
I
teleport rolls.
I think you just have a bit. You have the guaranteed 2 attacks for sure from Encanto here, which might be enough.
Lewis trying to figure out what to do. It looks like he's focused on Thor 2, though, not Lady Thor. He's thinking it through. This is good. Doesn't have the red mist. He's not just rolling dice. He's taking his time.
It's definitely harder in these longer games like this one to try and really focus on how you actually get the win.
Yeah,
I struggle with it a lot. I'm sure most people listening do, but you just have to really, really, really focus on how many points you need to win. How do you stop your opponent from winning? How many points you need to win? Just like keep hammering that through in your mind.
When it's on a knife's edge like this is what you have to start thinking about. It's not just about scoring as many points as you can. It's like, what do I do to stop the other guy from scoring what he needs to win? Oh man, this is tight. I love this so much. This will cure the winter blues for a few moments anyway. Oh, can I ask where you're going on holiday?
Yeah, Japan.
Oh, that's right, of course. Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be lovely. So good. 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, makes sense.
2 weeks of eating nice winter food, looking at nice old stuff, and then having fun and the rest of everything that they have over there.
Yeah.
All of it.
Good times.
Mm.
All right, looks like he's activating Blade into Thor 2. Let's see if that's truly the focus here. Let's see. Looks like he's going to do the bump first to get into range. Thor is bleeding, so he can take the spender. Yep.
If you spender, you won't have the power to pick up the hammers.
Yeah, but... Oh, but then Lady Thor could. But yeah, maybe bad. Okay. Let's see how many dice he rolls. I think he did the spender.
This is a builder.
Builder, okay. 3 hits into 1 save so far. 1 save. Ooh.
Yeah, so he gets him.
Wow. Gets him, and he could pick up all the hammers. Whoa. Whoa. This changes everything. Where's Joe? Joe must be losing his shit right now. It's like, no way. How's Asgard losing? That's not possible. Okay, so he had enough power to pick up all 3, and he's just gonna get the fuck out. Yeah.
So he's also he's leaving and staying within range 2 of Thor so that he can heal and gain a power, which is great. It's good. Try and maximize that. I think he's still very much at the mercy of Lady Thor, though, who can go through the portal and chase after him.
Yeah.
But hey, he might be okay. Blade has good rerolls. Lewis has good dice.
Yeah. So get those crazy kid dice.
Yeah.
Okay, here he comes. He's teleported successfully. Went into the middle, going after Blade. What's
That's
this?
a charge.
Charge. Okay.
Trying to make sure he has a good angle to bounce Blade into stuff.
Here comes the attack.
Off the throw.
Attack rolls. Oh, good this time. Oh, she's been saving up the juice. Oh God.
It's a good hit, but also a good block.
Oh yeah. So 5 hits so far before the crits roll in. Crits don't help. 5 into 3 saves. Yeah, Blade.
Yeah, Blade.
You show those Americans that you're worth all for your threat. Damn it.
Yeah. I don't know, like, he hits so hard. I don't know why people think he's not. I guess it's because he's fragile, but this is exactly the situation where he's doing good, because he's got a fantastic reroll, and Lewis has taken advantage of it. He's rerolling that blank dice. Reroll any including skulls is what this is, which is excellent. Then he's going to get bonked.
Is that a throw?
Yeah, throw off the wild on the attack. So
3, 4, 5. So 5 hits into 3 saves, and then the damage from the throw, so that's 3 damage. So he's on 3 out of 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, Adman B woke up. Welcome, Adman. Second attack into Blade, but this would be it for her, isn't it?
Yeah, she didn't spend her.
3 hits for the crits into 1 save so far, but Lewis has got ability to reroll, pay for the rerolls. Yep, here come the rerolls for Blade. 3 hits into 1 save so far. Doesn't help. So he takes 2 and survives. Wow. That was huge.
That was really important.
Huge. Whoa. It's Dice Gods. Screw strategy. You just sacrifice.
You don't mean it. You don't mean it.
It's sacrifice properly, and it all goes your way.
Okay. Man. So how does Lewis close out this game now?
I think Mummy has to teleport over because Drac is just not going to be in range. Although
And
Drac
what?
could
So
move,
you
Drac could move once and then enthrall Lady Thor forward.
you don't care about that anymore. You need that hammer, and you need the mummy and Dracula to be on those points. So you can
Oh,
do this. You go with Dracula, you teleport,
right.
and then get to the right hand side of the bottom portal,
Okay.
walk once to get that hammer, and then walk back
Okay.
to pick it to the point. Oh, sorry. Oh no, wait. Because he doesn't have 3 movement actions. You have 2. You have to go with Mummy, who has to teleport to the portal,
Mm-hmm.
bump to the portal, go through the portal, go back to get to the right hand side of the portal, and then walk to get that hammer, and then walk back.
Okay. Yep, makes sense.
So just do that, Lewis. Should be easy.
Joe's suggesting Lewis needs 6 points to win this game, or else he's cooked.
Yeah. So he needs to pick up that hammer and have both of his other characters stood on these points.
Yep. Which is actually possible, provided the teleports work out. Although Drac could go to the top point. He's rolling dice. Lewis is rolling dice. I'm not sure why.
I think... Oh, is this a recal?
Oh, no. So that's 4 hits into 1 save. That takes down Blade. Yeah, it was recal. Fucking kill! Oh, man! Oh, kill! You dog! He fucking recaled.
Taking it from our boy!
And he's picking up all the hammers now. Oh, son of a bitch! We thought this was a game, and then recal. Oh. All right, now Drax just gonna take him down. Take her down.
Now this has changed. I don't think Lewis can win this turn.
No. Oh God. Yeah, but Drax shouldn't pick up those hammers, right? It should be Mummy.
Yeah, I mean, one of these two is invincible, and the other one is Dracula. So
yeah, Dracula could do the dirty work, but he shouldn't pick up the hammers. Oh God. Joe's not very happy about this recap. I mean, that's the problem. They're good. Asgard's got such great characters, perhaps overtuned, and then on top of that, you have some overtuned tactics cards. It's just disgusting.
The tactic cards are what do it, really. Thor 2 is overtuned, but having access to Odin's Blessing is grim.
Yeah, it's grim. That's a great word. All right, here's the bump for Mummy onto the point. Now he's going to pay to teleport. Let's see if he succeeds. Good die roll. Yes, he does. Yeah. He's on to the point he wants to be at, which is in the middle. And now he's going to do his normal builder into Lady Thor. He's got 3 souls, so he can convert his skulls into wilds.
He's doing a spender.
Spender even. Okay. So this is range. This is
6 dice, attack. Range 4, yeah.
4 hits. Oh, good save, though. Oof. Great save. Saves it all. Great save. This is Gil's game now. This is Gil's game. This is Asgard. He gave us a show, but in the end, it's always going to be Asgard.
I mean, there's still very much... As long as Lewis can take down Lady Thor here, which he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that. Fuck.
Oh, God. All right. Mummy's screwed the pooch. No good. Completely wasted activation on a thing, and
well, the hex. This is all going to come down to Dracula needing to... Oh, don't push him. Don't push him. Don't push him.
Maybe he has to. Is it a must?
Maybe. I feel like it's a maybe, but I might be wrong.
While you're looking that up, Dracula's using his mystic, his wolf form to move long.
Oh, it is. It is.
Must. Yeah.
It's must.
I had a feeling. Okay, so he moves forward. He's got 1 action left. He's probably going to use his spender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dice gods, don't let Achilles down now. Oh, he's enthralling him. He enthralled Lady Jane forward, and now he's probably doing his builder. Is the spender that much better though? Not sure.
Well, it's a fair point.
Four hits with a crit into 1 save so far. Yeah, 4 hits into 2 saves. Just 2 going through this. Never gonna do it. Oof. That sucks. Gil doing his rerolls. It's got 2 saves. Taking 2 damage so far. Let's see what the rerolls do. Save 3. It takes 1.
Grim.
That's it. It's over. Thor 2 wakes up and kills the world.
I don't think Thor 2 does that.
Why not?
I don't think you stay there with Drac, for one. You need the points. So I think he teleports away. Yeah, I think he probably... Yeah, have you given her a bleed? Yeah, give her bleed. And then...
Let's see if he teleports away, because that's the key point.
Yeah, because I think it's a little immaterial, because if you can stay where you are, right? But Lady Thor is going to run.
She's going to run away.
If Lewis is scoring 1 right now, Gil's scoring 3. So if he scores 2, it'll bring up to 12. So he needs to get 4 points. If he stays where he is, he's only going to he's going to need 5 in the next round. So he basically just needs to table him. So I think you go for the other point, and then you just have to try and piece it together afterwards, and maybe bring Drac in later to try and just like murder one of the Asgardians, because he can chase. Yeah, I think this is right.
Okay.
Probably. Consult our expert in the back there. Can you get to us, Joe?
You're the expert on the show right now. That's penis guts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's better. Lady Thor can just run, but Drac can long move, walk her towards him, and if needed, long move, and then walk. Well, depending on power, he'll be on. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, I still think I would have left, but yeah, long move and then bow, and then try and hit Lady Thor and take the hammers, and then hopefully just win. Or Blade just kills the world. You can do it, Blade. We believe in you.
All right, that's 12 points to 15. Gil's 1 point away, so Lewis needs to wipe out these 2, or stop them from scoring points somehow. Lady Thor goes first. She spent a ton of power just now.
Okay, this is a charge, I think.
Charge, yep, into Blade. Here's the attack. Good hit. 4 hits with 3 crits. Yikes. Into just 1 save. This is... The crits roll into...
He's hexed.
Ah! No
It's
crits.
unfortunate they don't catch that.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's a pity. Oh, man. Hopefully they catch it. Otherwise, it'd be 5, 6, 7 hits into 1 save, which would take down Blade. Oh, man. Lewis, I hope you catch it. Somebody, I'm sure Gil, like you said, would have pointed it out if he remembered. I just don't think they remember that she's hexed. Oh, man.
We'll see when they do the damage. 3, yeah, I think they remembered.
Oh, thank goodness. Hooray.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, I'm so happy. Cool. So
Anyway, Blade's getting thrown away. It's still not good news for Blade. But,
because she rolled the wild, right?
yeah. It'd be interesting to see where she goes from here. Probably directly away from Blade, I imagine. But Blade is gonna be able to walk Spender her wherever she goes. Because if they're within 3 now, then they would be after the throw and the move. So it's not all bad news for Lewis here. So is he going to go for the try and go for the kill? Maybe. Looks like it. Yeah. Lewis blocks it.
Nice one, Lewis. Good job. Good job. As it mattered. You just rolled dice. Okay, here's the throwaway. That was pretty crucial, actually.
Yeah.
Blade is she bleeding? She is bleeding. So he could bump and do spenders.
Yeah, I think the actual bigger problem is Thor. So unsurprisingly, right? Because I think you just need to let him not activate.
Yeah, but Lady Thor's got to drop those hammers, or else Gil's got it.
Yeah, but
you're right. Take down Thor first. Yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, Blade can double spender. Lady Thor, right? So.
Ooh, is Blade gonna first try to pick up that hammer? Interesting.
But I think. Yeah, right. Because I think you're actually just on for a tabling here if you're Lewis. I think maybe you. I think you probably just double spend a Thor and hope he doesn't whomp you with the clap back.
Yeah, the problem is, does the spender put a bleed on as well though?
Spender does.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one doesn't get the rerolls, but the second one would. Yeah. Okay.
And then you have to try and save. Yeah, because you can't. He's on exactly 8 power, so I think you
double spend.
Or you can try and do it with the mummy as well. The mummy just might be able to do it because it's excellent.
Yeah.
But I think you just need to table the Asgardians, because I think you can go up here, but then Thor is just going to run after. With loads of power, is going to run after Blade and take the hammers back.
All right, seems like an attack happening. He's done the spender. Good hit. Five hits. It must be into Lady Thor because he's doing rerolls and she's bleeding, and that converts. So he's on 6. Ooh, that one shots her.
Ooh. Yeah, go on, Lewis.
Ooh, 3 hammers on the floor, and he's moving them away. Oh no, he's going to use his spender move to get close and pop them down near there. So he could pick them up, but then he'd have to do his normal builder.
I think now he's running away. I think you have to try and get on that car up there to avoid the pounce.
Yeah.
Maybe, or you just absolutely book it away from Thor, because if Thor gets those hammers, you lose.
All right, Lady Thor off the table. 3 hammers going into Blade. Blade gets 1 more action. Let's see where he goes. Where's Joe? Is Joe having a heart attack? Somebody call 111 999. Joe needs help.
Run, just absolutely run, and make sure you have things in between you and the big guy.
No pounce.
But ultimately,
pounce.
Because he's got a throw as well, right? So
has he not bumped? He hasn't bumped yet either.
No, he hasn't bumped. But this is not great, I think, because
just throw the car.
He can throw the car and throw himself. He's got enough power to do both those things. Oh, although he won't be able to pick up the hammers if he does that. So, ooh, hard.
This is so good. For an Asgard game, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And here's the bump. Into Africa.
Towards the ammo. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see where he bumps to. Just as far away as he can. Oh, come on, Lewis. Just bump already, for the love of God. I love you, man, but this is getting obnoxious. Just fucking bump him. All right.
To be fair, I don't think we can say much about the obnoxiousness of waiting, because we thought the activation was over,
Yeah,
and then Gil played Recal.
All right, there's the board state, folks. Where's Drac?
I'm gonna be absolutely outraged if
Oh, he did go to the
he's
bottom.
at the bottom.
He teleported to the bottom to get a point.
Yeah.
Oh, Lewis is so good now. Wow, all right.
I'm gonna be outraged if Dracula can reach Blade here and hit him to get power to pick up a hammer. I'm gonna be incensed. I'm gonna be furious. It looks like he probably can as well. I hate him. He's so gross.
God damn it, fucking Thor.
Oh my god. I think he's just gonna double walk and then pounce.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then he'll have enough power to pick up the hammers, which would... Don't do it, Gil. He's good. Why is Gil so good?
What did he do?
Is this? This is double walk.
Yeah. Then he's gonna throw the car and pounce. God damn it! Fucking Thor 2.
It's okay if he does that. That's okay.
Can't pick up the hammer, as you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's if he kills him with the first thing. Lewis needs him to use. Oh my god! He moves so far and does damage. It's absolutely obscene.
So what is this now?
This is...
Ooh, just 2 hits. Ooh. Oh, but Lewis didn't save anything. Does he have power? Where's Blade?
He can't re-roll against him.
Oh, God. Oh,
Thor, man.
So frustrating. God. So Gil pounced and moved, and so this was another builder, so he got all the power he needs to pick up those fucking hammers. Holy shit. Oh, God. This is so aggravating.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that because it's Lewis. You know, he's our clubmate and all, but
yeah.
He's played his heart out, and still, it's just not. It's like an uphill battle in quicksand.
Okay, so I think Lewis still has an out, and that's KOing Thor, I think.
Okay. Here comes Drac. That's a teleport.
Okay, yeah, teleporting through the portal. Spend 1 to move. Oh no, is he not going to be within 2?
He'll be within 2, no doubt.
Okay, he's already spent the power. I thought he didn't have enough power to bow.
Okay, he's gonna bow him forward so that he's in Mummy's range too. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, if Phyllis pulls this off, I'm gonna lose my shit. This is nuts.
Oh no, he didn't spend the power.
What?
He didn't spend the power correctly, so he bumped through the portal, and then he's moved up, but he's only got 1 power left, so he can't bow him.
So hit him.
He's not in range 2.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Did they measure
They just checked it. Yeah, they just checked it.
Oh man, that is a fucking kick in the nuts. Oh man. That sucks. Oh, bump blades off the table. No bumping.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, mid-table.
I think Lewis has realised it's over,
It's over. Fuck.
Well, I mean, there's always the mummy. Look, if the mummy can get within range 4, you just go up there and take that shot.
He can't bump.
It doesn't matter. You don't need the hammers. You just have to. You have to do all 8 damage.
I mean,
all 8 damage.
It is theoretically possible.
6 dice. It's a 6 dice attack with 2 skulls. Come on, Lewis. We've seen you roll wilder dice than that.
This would be the ultimate dice god troll. If he
get him.
Rolls like 6 crits and they all convert.
Yeah.
There we go. Big roll.
We'll accept 2 skulls on the crits. Oh, that's not it.
No.
Oh.
No saves, though. Look at that. Or one save, sorry. One save. Oh, man. Wow. Holy moly. That's it. That's game. Whoa. I'm drained. I'm literally emotionally spent
6
from this
rounds.
game.
Yeah.
Wow. 6 rounds. I didn't even realize it's gone that long. I've been having so much attention on this game, so much focus. I don't see how. There's a couple of small mistakes that Lewis made, but man, he played his heart out on this one. And Gil, of course, didn't give him any quarter. Had some bad dice rolls, but then had his tactics cards to save him and what have you. Man.
Yeah, Gil played a great game there as well. I think, like, as much as I think it's pretty obvious that we were rooting for not Asgard, it's nice to see someone play Asgard well. And I think, Lewis took him for literally all 6 rounds, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Which is great. And without a kaiju, kind of, because Dracula doesn't really count, without kaiju himself. So it's possible. Yeah.
All right. Should we go jump into their channel and see what they have to say?
Let's do it.
All right, buddy. Thanks. See you there. All right, you guys have any questions, please do put them in the chat. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. I know everybody's a little salty after all that. But we can be sensible. All right. Oop. Connecting. Still connecting. Come on. Connect. RTC connecting. No route. What is that? Hey guys.
Hello, Norbert.
Wow.
Hello, everyone.
We are like emotionally drained from that roller coaster of a game. Holy moly, what a game.
Yeah, I think we were a bit drained as well.
That it was amazing. You guys played so well and so intensely, and the dice were having their way with both of you. It was crazy. Such a great game. Thanks for letting us stream it.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Lewis,
thanks.
Let's start with you. I'm here with Angus. We were rooting for you, buddy. We made no bones about it at the top of the show. You totally played your heart out. Tell us kind of, I mean, you went 6 rounds against Asgard, nearly pulled it out. I mean, man, you played so well. You seem really tuned in with Midnight Suns. How are you feeling about them right now, and how do you think you performed in this game?
Well, I was quite happy with how I performed this game. I think I got a couple of spiky hits, especially with Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
But,
early on, yeah.
Yeah, he was lifting a lot of weight that game. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I made a couple of mistakes, especially with Dracula, maybe because he was sitting back. But I love the Midnight Suns. But I felt like I was going to take Cabal in this matchup.
Yeah, we expected that as well. What made you change your mind?
I've been going against 4 a bit, and I kind of like the Midnight Suns because they've just got the movement shenanigans. So I just leave him most of the time. If I go Cabal, you kind of have to go for the dicey fight with like Thanos and Red Skull.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like. I do like a fight, but I think in this matchup it's not as favorable.
Yeah, I think you did I think whilst you might have been questioning yourself with that Dracula play to start with, I think you mitigated the Thor 2's first couple of rounds of damage, which was, I think, really important. It seemed, at least. So I get not feeling like you were getting the most use out of your 5 threat, but you did definitely mitigate some of Gil's activations with Thor, and I'm sure that route that you put on him was a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think one of the big things that we noticed, Lewis, was I forget, it was around 3 or 4, where you had Dracula in the middle with Thor 2, and you decided to move Dracula onto the point where he might have actually put himself between Thor 2 and Dr. Voodoo to stop the pounce. Is that was that deliberate, or was that just an oversight?
So what, you had what was it? 4 was in the middle.
Yeah, no, Thor was sort of near the point, and Voodoo was down between the lorry here and the pickup truck.
And I see. It was
so you could if you put he was there, right? And so if you had put Dracula kind of where you had Voodoo just now, you would have been able to stop Thor from pouncing over there, and so wasted. You know, you'd have to use 2 activations to get over there.
Yeah,
So-
I never thought of body blocking there, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it was very few mistakes. So that was the one that we happened to notice.
Yeah, I was happy about that. Also, that the fact that Dracula came in as late as he came. I mean, the first couple of rounds where he was holding back was really annoying because I couldn't go away with Thor because I would just give the points up, and then Dracula would get 2 points, and if I didn't get anything out of Big Thor, yeah, that would be so. I had to hold him back, but then he was starting to take damage, so I was trying to find a way to how do I heal him up, and that's when Loki came over and just it's like, wait a minute, I'll pull him back a little bit, heal him up, and then then he's happy. But yeah, I only think that I think Lewis came in too late with Dracula. Even though he had a hammer, but he's also hitting hard. And his retaliation hits harder than Thor's because me rolling crits and hits is not as good as getting a choice of an attack. So yeah.
Yeah, because the first time you hit Dracula was when Thor had 3 hammers, right? And
Yeah.
you just dazed him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I always try and just stay away from Thor, but obviously he had quite a lot this game. I don't know. It's more of he was in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And I could go for everyone over here, which I tried to do. So either like Zemo to get rid of, which I was happy to get rid of.
Yeah, we get rid of
So
everything. Don't.
What do you have any decisions you'd reconsider, Lewis?
I don't know. I'm quite happy with how I played. I think if Mummy did a bit less, there might have been a switch up because Zemo dying over here.
Yeah.
Could have changed the game quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that certainly got the ball. You know, it kept you in the game for sure. You know, what about you, Gil? Then, I mean, this game seems to have gone much differently than most of the years.
Yeah, this is the toughest game by far. I mean, I was surprised that there was no iHulk in the list. I was like, okay. So then I was thinking, am I gonna be running into a Thanos just moving me off things all the time, and I have to fight him? And then when I saw the list, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep Pryor. But it's not always best coming in late because he has all these guys who can move me. So I was trying to basically. I mean, my turn 1 play was like, if I can, I want Loki to run over here. I thought Zemo going first with a hammer. He wasn't in a big threat. And then Loki comes over and helps him. Because that way Thor is threat in the middle with a hammer. And then usually nobody wants to come in there. So that was my plan. I was like, okay, he doesn't do much, but scoring 2 points. So I was hoping to do 5-2 round 1. And then the fact that Siege of Darkness with Encanto just pushed Zemo off as well. So I didn't score that one. And then and then the attack on Thor pushing him off, and all of a sudden it was only a 3-2 game. I was like, okay, this is not what I was thinking. I was like, he's giving me the middle, and I was like, oh, it's Wakanda all over again. I think that was a really, really good use of Siege of Darkness. I mean, it didn't kill stuff, but it's stopping 2 points and having a good table position, I think, is a brilliant play. I said that to Louis. It was like, I think that was probably one of the best uses of Midnight Suns of Siege. I mean, because otherwise you have to wait till a turn where you like almost kill somebody and then pound into them, but you might lose points and models before that. So I think that was a really, really clever move, and it really surprised me. I was like, wow, okay, didn't see that coming. I thought I was going to be, 5-3 up and then just have to wait for him to come in and hurt him. So yeah, I had to, and then me feeling, I think the only failed jump through the portal was one of mine. So that was
Okay,
a little jumping back and forth with Loki. I was like never getting where he wanted to, and Encounter taking 0 damage when I did the gamble of when I had Loki. Had Loki here. No, I had Loki here. So I did a gamble of putting Thor forward so he could pounce over to Voodoo. and move over here, and then hope the spender would do 1 damage to Encanto and push him off. I'm thinking 5 dice into 4, 1 reroll, counting skulls, 1 damage should go through, and then I could push him off and score the point. Because the safe play would have been to just move Loki over, put Jane in, and then hope to get Encanto off, and then Thor would, he would have trouble getting hold of Voodoo. But I thought Voodoo has 2 hammers, so I've got to get after him. So I thought that was more important, so I took that risk. You got to gamble sometimes. I think Encanto is a really, really good counter to Loki, because whenever he's attacking, if he has souls, as long as he only roll 1 skull, or he has enough souls to convert all the skulls, you're not worried about Loki, because also now I'm blocking 2, and it's like, I convert them. I'm blocking 1, can't give you damage, and Loki takes 3 damage. So Encanto is just, every time I see him, he just gets better and better.
Yeah, he definitely outperformed on this game, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's a really good counter when he's attacking into Loki. He's just taking as soon as he gets some souls, and it's not that difficult getting souls with Encanto.
Nope.
Or power. It's just turn 4 when we were neck and neck at 9, starting that, I was like, okay, we're not going to win this round, but it's going to be deciding on who's going to go ahead. And we're saying that, both of us were saying that before the round, and we're like, so I was lucky going up 10-12. I was thinking, okay, but I'm losing. So I was like, I was ahead on points, but I was behind on attrition. So I was like, this is really tight. It depends on, I can't make wrong activations, and because I was thinking when Jane charged Blade and didn't kill him instead of just then did a second attack, I was like, I could have run away. I didn't, and I didn't do the throw because I didn't think I could hit the lamppost with the angle, and we should find out when I did the second one I could. So she probably should have done that and then run away, and I thought, okay, but at least he can't get away from Thor. So because if she run to the corner, he couldn't get enough attacking, but then taking Thor out, I don't know. It was a gamble, and I was thinking 9 dice into him with a throw, and should have killed him, but dice are dice.
Yep.
Thor almost didn't kill Blade in the end.
Any final thoughts, Angus, about the game?
I think and I said it on stream as well, I was wondering in that last round whether or not Blade, instead of going after Lady Thor, should have maybe just tried to KO Big Thor using a double spender and risk the clapback. I don't know if that crossed your mind, Lewis, but I thought, because as we saw, he can reach him pretty much wherever you go, and you don't really want to leave him next to anyone because Thor will go and kill them as well. I didn't know if that crossed your mind, but I do not think what you did was wrong either. I think it's just hard. Thor's big and scary, and
I just didn't think I'd be able to chew through all of it with 2 spenders.
I think that's very. I think that's probably right. I think. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know how you were not that close to him either, and I don't know how you get away from Thor. It's just so much movement, and being able to throw himself, move, and hit you is it's a lot. He covers so much ground. And it was just a shame you were just out on that, or on the power management of Dracula as well.
Yes, that was a real pity. That was the bummer.
Yeah, we were talking about that. He could have. We were thinking if he went to this one and maybe done a medium move and then pulled him in, he could have gotten both Dracula and maybe jumping and counter attack as well.
I definitely messed up that last one. I was like, oh, I can portal, I can run over. It can either bump and then, or even just move along and then make him walk. But I completely forgot about the bump, and then I forgot to spend the last for the long move. So I was like, shit. Oops.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna leave it there. It was a long game, but really great work. Congratulations, Gil, on an amazing win. And also, Lewis, you should be really proud of how you played this game. It was really well done. If you watch the replay, you could see us pointing out some of the really clever things that you did.
Definitely
Yeah,
worth
thanks.
a watch it. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
well
not
done,
gonna miss
guys.
that again.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
as well to Angus for coming in as a guest host. It was fantastic having you on. I had a great time. I hope you did too.
Yeah, thank you. Listen to Rapid Fire, my podcast. Thank you.
Excellent. And hopefully everybody will tune in for next week's match, if we can stream it, for season 16 of the MCP TTS League. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the match. Take care and good night.